also
Hello.
not centered. I
Penis.
don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's because this is a different size now.
What's the different size now?
Oh.
The
flag.
there we go. The for some reason the pop out for Discord was a different size, and I had to fix it.
Oh,
So,
yes.
hey, it's fixed. We're good to go. Hello, fans and newcomers alike. We are the Wyld Cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Penis.
There it is. I was waiting for it.
I started earlier. I thought we started
He
earlier.
did. He did.
Did I? I might have missed it. All right, cool.
I think it got in there.
Yeah. You think the penis got in there?
I think so.
All right. Well, as long as you think so, I guess we can keep going.
That's what matters. Anyways.
To start this off, we have songs from Tabletop Audio, of which I subscribe to their stuff so that we can use their stuff in our streams, which is really cool. And all their independent tracks, go check them out. And then we also have tracks from Slipstream, which we included the links in the description so that we can use their stuff in our streams as well. Other than that, that's our asses covered. What happened last session? Who wants to recant the panic and bullshit?
There was no panic. There was no bullshit.
Oh,
There was
okay.
some bullshit. There was no panic.
Tila's like,
It was very simple. Here. It started off with myself and Caroline walking over to Genevieve's house to
it's true.
as an escort, so I could
Did you
get to
call
my date's
Caroline an
place.
escort?
Yeah, she's my escort.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
Keep going.
Is there some connotation?
Keep going.
Yes, there is.
I thought it was just someone following.
Wrong. We only start by.
Oh, okay, okay. Wonderful. Fucking sneak peek to Tila's or to Caroline's past. Continue.
Anyway, it went fine. I got to have a nice day, have a nice chat. Genevieve and I exchanged many words and many ideas. It was very pleasant, and it seemed like both had a pretty good time and would definitely like to see each other again sometime.
That did in fact happen.
After that, well, after the fact, I and Caroline first all went back to the group. We were talking to church, and suddenly, just getting some names here. Chantel, who was also there, was brutally murdered. And behind Chantel was standing Veer, popping out of nowhere. It was strange and unforeseen, and kind of disgusting. But life is life, and we had to deal with it the best way that we do. And in typical blue on black fashion, we fight. We don't like that shit. Fuck you. So
This is
there's a
real
battle.
real high school like sophomore junior essay type shit.
Yeah,
You gotta read in the front of
we have
class.
fight. Yeah, that is how it feels. We had fight. We learned things about Veer, and
Yeah.
it was a very strange battle. But we all ended up living, as well as Chantal.
True. You guys did manage to bring Chantel back. A
Yeah.
little scarred,
um,
but she's
Veer
alive.
left. The
Yes.
battle didn't come too late. No one died
There was no end. No one
just-
no one actually died. Veer left.
because he was out for.
Mhm.
We know necrotic and psychic damage doesn't work very well on him, and he's not very easy to persuade. So,
I mean, we kind of did know that already. Did literally say to Caroline and Cadrith that he doesn't want to talk about what's necessary for survival. 'Cause it's necessary.
Yep.
He literally said, "My way or the highway, bitch."
Literally, that's a quote right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's effectively what happened. As you all have gathered around Chantel, resuscitating her back to life, and Church pledges him and his family to the cause of the final fight. This is where we pick up, with you all gathering yourselves after that conflict. What would you like to do? Oh, I guess another point to mention is that he did steal his book back,
Yeah.
which
He did.
Chantel did mention was a key to his plan, and now he has it.
And she also said, okay, about the book, she said it was in a different language. I assume that, well, I have one, but we don't.
You're cutting out?
It was, I apologize, I will.
Your mic is
Mhm.
wonderful.
You're welcome. Is that better?
It is. It is better.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. It happens.
I apologize.
There.
I'm very professional.
Mm.
Okay. The book talks about constructing a brand new world by, and this is a quote, approximately, renegotiating the matter of a world. I use the equivalent of recycling clay. Something about power being a byproduct. He wants to isolate the world from everything. He wants a wall between the world and everything else to make sure that nothing gets in, but that also means that nothing gets out. And Clarivan has a power source because it's on top of one of the biggest ley lines in our world. There's also another one in the Savage Wastes. Goran talked about the door in Clarivan and the Forge
Door.
Master. I personally don't know what that means.
It's too bad
the
everybody
book also
who
talked
experienced that event isn't here today.
The book also talked about two sparks. I feel like this might be Eldo and Veer. That's my brain. And the ley lines are a source of continual power. And also the book itself is magic. Yeah, that's what Chantel told us, ish.
Very good.
Yep.
That's what we know about it. And it's now gone.
Yeah, the tent is also like
Yes.
kind of not destroyed, but it's in parts and pieces.
There was a giant ape
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, what the heck, Spot?
Okay, I don't like that.
Don't do that. Tell it off.
Did I use my see invisibility to look on after for
You did
scrying
not.
orbs? I'm gonna do that again.
Okay, make a perception
I'm
check.
gonna do that. Yep. Because I don't like this.
What if I do? You even ask me what
you
if
like
I like?
being looked at? You like
Yeah,
being watched?
didn't you know he's an exhibitionist?
What? I don't even know what that means.
Because let's just keep
What
it that
do
way
you
for
think
now.
it
Oh wait,
Let's just-
yeah, exhibition. I know what it means.
I still don't think he does, but we're gonna leave it at that.
It's like a zoo, an exhibition.
Yes. Good job.
It's like a zoo. That's so fucked.
Alright.
I just have so many dice in my dice tray.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Good.
missed.
There shouldn't be any other way.
29.
29. You're pretty confident there are
Yeah.
no orbs
No.
staring at you.
I'm lying. 19.
Oh. 19.
It's very different. I forgot what my.
Now there's an orb. I'm
Right.
kidding. No, I'll still give it to you. There are no orbs that you can see. It seems relatively clear. With your see invisibility, you don't see any like invisible creatures, nothing standing around. Whatever had taken place as far as like that whole conflict goes, there doesn't appear to be anything like spying on you after the fact, at least not immediately. And you can continue to kind of watch for them for the duration of the spell. But no one invisible, no invisible objects, nothing hidden away. It's as it seems as of right now.
Sorry.
Yes.
Do you have any way of figuring out how he got here?
I mean, the obvious immediate thought is teleportation. But you mean
Right.
location?
Yeah,
Like locating us?
yes.
I mean, I think we all notice his power. The mighty spells and all his dexterity, it's really unmatched. I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to scry and teleport in a quick succession. Does this story have any other knowledge than I about how this could have happened?
Since this
he
is
could have
more
managed this?
insight than it is knowledge, though still trying to pull from the knowledge of the arcane that you do have, make me a Wisdom Arcana check.
Wisdom Arcana check. Interesting.
You don't have proficiency in Arcana, so just make me a Wisdom check.
No, just. Oh, okay.
This is a very weird party cop. The wizard doesn't have proficiency in Arcana. I think the only one was Zal, and now he's not
I
here.
really want to know. So I'm gonna wait. Have I? We haven't long rested,
No, not yet.
No.
which means I have used all of my luckies already. So yeah, 13.
13. It's hard to gauge. A lot of the magic that you had witnessed isn't magic that you're familiar with, although there are parts of it that you were familiar with. There were elements of evocation, elements of conjuration when it came to him teleporting, like that was just a direct spell. But
Nice.
something you noticed that I will give you, even though it's just a 13. The prowess he revealed during that conflict wasn't physical prowess. Like, everything he was capable of doing had to have been through his arcane knowledge or intuition or like through arcane means. Because people don't just move that fast. People don't just break the laws of the world and cast multiple spells in quick succession without direct consequence. Like, sure, even arcane casters like yourself can make exceptions with counterspells and other abjuration magics. But that was spell after spell after spell and counterspell and counterspell, and his power is unmatched to your own.
I will share this with Caroline during our conversation, and I really only think there could be two possibilities. Either he's managed to reach some sort of godlike power. Something that would make him unnaturally quick, unnaturally powerful, able to do these things that I've never heard of. Or it's a fake. He's lending power, or he's not actually doing everything. I mean, maybe an illusion. He didn't hit every spell, hit every attack. Maybe some of it was fake. Maybe it was falsely swinging or casting. I don't really see anything else. Is that the real power or a fake one?
Okay.
I don't think it's natural. If it is real, it's not. It's not something he just got. He has to have stolen something or got it from somewhere. It's not something anyone's born with that can learn. It's not. That's not how this works.
What's that?
Do you have anything to contribute about Veer's spot?
What do you mean? Not anything specifically, other than that I want him dead.
Well, did you notice and did anything stand out to you whilst we were fighting him?
Oh. I'd have to think about that, I think.
Do you want to make an Arcana check as well? It'll be a Wisdom Arcana.
Yes, please.
Okay. Question, are you consulting Beldwin to make this happen?
Of course I'm doing that.
Okay, just internally. Okay.
I'll hit the...
The
How
Dawson.
you guys won't know what it is. Yeah, sure. I won't hit it.
I don't really talk about Belden a lot.
No, I don't.
He just used him as a fake identity. when we were in,
Arcana?
It'll be a
Otherwise.
Wisdom Arcana check. So it's. Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
It's the same for you.
Advantage for Beldwin, though?
Beldwin.
Oh, right.
What are the
Doesn't he
benefits
give you
Beldwin
proficiency?
Right, I should check that.
Yeah.
It just
I'll check
potentially
that real quick.
lowers the DC, right?
Because one of them has... Yeah. Actually, the +7 to Arcana. That's good. Yeah, okay. +7.
Yeah,
So-
so,
so
that's
you-
plus 7.
So yeah, it's
17.
17. Okay. Beldwin thinks for a moment. And you even ponder yourself like what you've witnessed and the unnatural capabilities that are there. Beldwin chimes in with the following. I'm not going to lie. The power's not something even I achieved in my life. Though it's power I wish I could have wielded once in my own time. Power I sought after. But to come across it without such consequence is... I'm jealous. A lot of what he was capable of doing are things that I wish I could do, but seemed only possible through the whims of the arcane chaos of Limbo and the unstable weave. But his source is something different. Beyond even what I could comprehend. Magic's beyond my expertise. Beyond your expertise. Beyond your knowledge. I don't know what it is, what it was, what he's capable of doing, but it's not something that you could achieve even in your everlasting lifetime.
We say sourced, like in he's using like an external power source, because as far as I know about wizards, their power comes from their education, do they not?
It would come from the education, the ability to manipulate the arcane whims of the world, whereas our power is more innate. I didn't recognize his casting styles. I don't know if it comes from study or if it comes from an innate ability to cast, but it might have been even a mixture of both. I don't know what's possible. All I know is that should not be possible.
Noted. So much to know about this multiverse. I mean, he could be from another multiverse where he's the weakest wizard of all time, for all we know.
That is a terrifying thought, though only one could speculate about the eldritch horrors that lie in the great beyond. Though I guess even this is beyond that beyond.
Do you share
God, I wish there was wine.
Baldwin.
You're right. I will get you at the moment we're back into civilization. I don't think you would like the wine around these parts.
You just feel the sense of confusion on Baldwin? And how would you reckon I consume such a substance?
I feel like we'll figure it out. I'll look for ways to do that. Maybe, I don't know. I still don't get your want for wine, but we'll figure it out.
It's not... Never mind. You just feel defeat in his demeanor as he disengages from the conversation.
Have to stop looking into that. No, nothing much to gauge from it. Just that all we've known that he's insane and his power is insane. And that he needs an axe through his neck.
Haven't we found like an unknown school of magic before?
Well, we know that he has made his own, we thought. But it might just be one from another universe that he is the only user of.
Well, doesn't Julia use them to make her creatures? Aren't they on the tables?
You think
We still haven't.
You think Brockovir would let Julia in on his magical powers?
Maybe. I mean, why not?
I don't know.
I mean, also apologies for that. I mean, he needs to. He might need more than one person to get.
You're cutting in and out.
He might need one or more
than one person to... Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We don't know anything about the school of magic. Could be literally anything. But I don't think we're gonna... Without that, I don't really want to ask Julie any more favors.
Well, here's the thing. We have 2 higher level spells than 9th level. You need more than one person to be able to do that. Like, we discussed this in the past with bringing back Elden, right? Where, so this is a very powerful spell. You might need more than one person capable of using School of Magic to use it.
Guys, you suggest we go and find the realm's mightiest spellcasters and hope they'll side with us over him?
Well, we already have some.
True, but still.
Wait.
I feel like if these wizards exist, there's definitely in captivity by this point, you know?
Or they're starry, yeah.
You think
Hey.
Starry? You think
Yes.
Starry is secretly being trained by Bakulia?
No. No. I'm saying that Starry is one of the most powerful wizards on the planet.
I mean, Elda, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are both people who I hope would never side with him.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Sorry.
No, I think Julia is very powerful too. But what's interesting about her is she was very open to making a deal with us to side against Fear.
Yeah, she's a backstabber. You don't usually want to ally yourself with those.
Not against her king, though.
Okay, we hate the king. The king's on side with Bracovia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Julia is on King Ethan's side, not necessarily Barack O'Veer's side.
Well, yeah, but as long as King Ethan is sided with Bracovia, she's never gonna betray him.
But that's literally what our deal with her is, though.
True. Well, she's only doing it in secrecy. So, yeah, we guess it would have more secrecy. I don't know. I don't like that Julie character, but I mean, whatever we need to do to win. Any more powerful? Should we try summoning a demon? Like at that point, if we're taking Julia, we might as well take Satan himself.
We should try to summon the gods. They don't like him.
Yeah. But I mean, there's got to be a reason they haven't done anything yet.
It's because they can't see him.
Well, they know about him. They can't see him.
They've
but
been told about him. They can't see him.
Okay.
He's hiding from them.
Well, yeah, but like, what? Like, are we just gonna like set up a nuke? Just tell Asher to blow up that specific building.
That would be hilarious. But I mean, he hasn't talked to me since I said bye, so.
I mean, I feel like the gods will have done something, even though they can't see him.
But they don't know where he is. They don't know what he's doing.
Fix clues, can't they? Can't they just spy on King Ethan until they have a conversation and then kill them both?
I don't know how magic works.
You don't. At the same time, you do a little bit.
I don't know. Illikin, do you think your gods would help if we asked them?
I mean, there's a chance. Probably wouldn't hurt.
Alright, hear me out. I have a genius plan. So, Bracovia last time, we figured out he was testing us for our combat capabilities and our weaknesses, quote unquote. What if we fake weaknesses in our next combat encounter? Just say, look, in Element, we're all pretty resistant to this point. Cold. We've kind of gotten used to that one. What if next time he hits us with a Ray of Frost, we act like it hurt a real... You know, act like it hurt a lot, and he will center all his spells around cold damage.
I mean, he used a few elemental damage types this time.
But yeah, but he was obviously testing us all for our fire resilience.
Yes, and
Yeah.
if we just
Hey!
become resistant to fire damage.
Well, yeah. But the whole point is we want him to focus his power on the thing we are resistant to.
Yeah,
by
but
faking weakness.
I kind of hope that we're not gonna meet him again until we have to. Until it's our decision
Well,
to
you
meet
hope.
him.
Like, what is our plan if he comes back? Like, he's tested us off of fire, he's gonna test us off of lightning next. You know?
I think the idea that we sit down, let's figure out how to stop him. Like, if we can trap him in the location he's about to escape, that's probably the best way to fight him and do
Trap
damage. And essentially, yeah, he's not locked. We're not locked in the room with him. He's locked in the room with us.
I'm pretty sure we're the ones locked in a room with him in any situation.
Not if
Yeah.
we can stop his magic somehow.
Well, that's the thing then, isn't he? He does magic from another realm. The things that might stop our magic might not stop his. And also,
Isn't it worth a try?
do we have anything that stops magic? I mean, we could just.
We have the null chalk.
Yeah, and that's
I
very.
also
limited.
I also have my the spell to make a bubble of no magic.
Oh, the anti-magic. Yeah, that's actually a really good one. It
But
fucks
his
everyone.
tens of thousands of casts of counterspell. So,
Well,
what's the real?
Cast something
Have a
once
nine-
the spell's already
Have
in
a
cast.
have a max level counterspell on my hands in that
Like using
case.
counterspell
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Can't
If there are no verbal components, it can't be counterspell.
What?
Yeah, pretty sure that's how it works, right? No, there's no way to tell that a spell is being cast. So, for example, subtle spell.
Yeah.
If I subtle spell something that doesn't have somatic, then
Yeah, he won't know
It-
unless he is
then he
can't be
can't know.
surprised.
That's fine. He can't be surprised. Guess what? It doesn't surprise you, but it still happens. There's no surprise around. There's just no magic.
Well, you know, you cast a spell to surprise him. And
No, it's not surprising. It's not a surprise round.
I don't know what you mean by the surprise round, but
Well, he might be caught off guard, but he may not be surprised. Like, it's not going to give us an advantage, but it's also a magic field. It's
well, yeah, but
not.
if we could debilitate his magic and then just pound him to the ground, of course that would be very beneficial. But you know, it's going to be quite difficult, I think.
I heard that. I got you the first time. I heard you the first time. I didn't need the echo.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, I think it is beneficial if people who have the capability to counter spells have those whatever tools you need to cast those spells
Sorry.
ready at any time.
We could also make rolls of.
Well, Starry
Well.
was diligent about it
Well, yeah, it's only him and
Yeah.
Mason.
today. Who's Mason?
Jack. Only him and Jack who can really count a spell at the moment. I mean, unless we bring Elda, of course. But I mean,
Yeah,
we can't
we
really
keep
bring
naming
Elda
weird
for a.
people that no one's ever talking about.
We
Like
can't
every time you're
really-
angry, imagine Jesus Christ. Who is he? God. But which
It's God.
one?
No.
Excuse you, Starry.
Ah.
It's gods, not God.
Oh, gods. That's
We
fair.
all know the
That's
one
very
true
fair.
God.
Well, Jack has an orb, right? That can have magic in it.
Yeah.
Does that work with those types of spells?
I thought you mentioned something about a limit of power.
I don't know how it works.
I'm looking at his character sheet.
Well, a
Yeah.
third level.
I think it could only get like third level spells.
Yeah,
I was also
third
curious
level.
about if it specifically uses an action.
Ring a spell store.
Yeah.
You can store up to 5 levels of spells.
Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Fifth level then.
But max
how's-
level third, right?
How is the use of it?
No, it doesn't have a max level.
Spell storing isn't spell storing max like third level?
So,
It was fifth level.
Yeah, it depends on the item.
Okay.
So it uses as he diligently explains in his Jack Steel twang, he mentions that it can store up to 5 levels, like up to a 5th level spell, or up to 5 levels of spells, and he can put pretty much any spell up to that level into it, and it uses whoever cast the spell's stuff for that spell. So if he wanted to hide a counterspell in there, he could. He could even hide a 5th level counterspell in there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, is there a spell that allows you to kidnap people? Could we send Kadrith to a dimensional door to grapple Brockovia through it?
I don't think that's a good
I
idea.
doubt Brockovia would be kidnappable
What do you mean?
in any
You think
sense.
yes? think he has
I
freedom of movement.
really doubt you'd be able to
Positive.
just grab him. Just like, hey, come with us. And just...
Well, he's not-
He probably wouldn't be consenting to it at the very least.
Well, okay, well, we're not talking about sex. We're talking about
How
kidnapping.
tall is Brock over again? I'm
That's a
assuming
good
very tall,
question.
man.
I think it only counts as a kidnapping if he's not consenting. I think we just...
That's a great
take it.
question.
Yeah, like
How-
like
I know
like
he's
his
tall,
figure.
he's
How's his
big,
figure?
but he's not like.
I'm assuming like I don't know, like I was thinking like
I think he's like 6.5 feet tall.
What?
Damn, he's 6'6".
Like six and a
What?
half, yeah. He's tall.
Nah,
He's,
I'm
he's
guessing
I was thinking,
a
like,
larger dude.
that's not super.
like not as
Dude,
not as
the
tall as
larger dude is
Illikin,
6'7",
but like tall for like most humanoid
Chris,
races. Yeah, he's tall.
that-
Bro,
Ah,
he's
snap.
shorter than Tobias. Not to call you out.
What do you mean he's
Huh?
shorter than me?
That's not
No, he's
true.
not. I'm not 6'6". I'm 6 feet. 6'6"
Aren't
is
you-
6'6" is like 2.
Oh,
meters
6'6".
and 20 centimeters.
No, right?
Yeah.
6.5.
Six
like,
and a half feet.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Half a
I
foot.
was like,
Yeah.
what? I thought Brock over
No,
like,
yeah, if it was
6.5.
6.5, we would be close.
6.5
But
to 7
no,
inch.
no, I'm not 6'6". No, thank you.
Well,
6
Kenneth is
feet and a half
6'4".
inch. No, it's 6'6".
Yeah, but 6'4" is still like a normal height. 6'6"
Yeah.
is not normal.
What do you mean 6'4"?
No, he's about 2 meters tall. That makes more sense. I thought you
I'm
meant
gonna get
6.5.
pissed off as the conversation, as I'm currently 5'4".
Everybody knows I'm 6'4".
Caroline is also 5'4".
Sure.
Sorry, my fucking
I forgot
30-year-old fault.
Spot shrank and
I did.
I forgot about that. That's
We're same.
amazing.
We are the same.
That's
We're same.
amazing. So now he's a stock build, like typical Warforged soldier from the war era, except smaller.
A little smaller, a little smaller.
He's the fucking vanity
I'm
size.
pactly tight. I'm pactly built.
Lock link all here.
Travel size.
What'd you say?
Travel size?
Not fucking travel size. Shut
Yeah.
up.
Not yet. Wait for him to hit that fucking.
I mean, literally. He's literally like a scout guy. He literally travels. He's literally.
Yeah, I'm not
travel
travel size. I'm the traveler.
You're fun.
You're the traveler?
Definitely. I'm definitely fun sized.
I can't wait for his next time
Um,
he rolls that and he just shoots up an entire fucking foot.
Yeah. I'm trying to get as tall as possible. Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, we should have a consensus for when he returns. And I think
A plan.
stopping him from casting spells, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
But I still subscribe to my faking illness. Faking weakness.
Well, that wasn't that easy, was it?
No. But I think we could have done it. He just left.
Well, yeah, we gotta stop him from leaving. That's kind of the problem.
I fear if we stop him from leaving, he might just fireball centered on self.
Nah, me too.
I'm back.
Just kill everyone in the vicinity.
You do realize that he would take that damage himself?
Not if he's like you. You can make sure that people don't take damage from your spells.
Yeah, not myself, though.
You
Just
can
allies.
be my personal protector. My pocket sage.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, bro.
That's not the same.
Yeah, well, you can heal me
But I'm just saying, you know, if,
in
like,
many ways.
if all of us is resistant to cold, he's not gonna use cold magic. Therefore, we trick him into thinking we're weak to cold.
But he's gonna know that, so we're not gonna be. We're gonna have fire protection. But that's probably
The
obvious.
fuck
We're
you-
gonna have to do ice.
Well, he's already tested us for fire magic. Remember all those fireballs he just shot around at people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
here's-
testing us for weakness.
Yeah. He's trying to figure out how he can exploit us so he can change his energy to be better suited to eliminate it.
In reality, you know what we need? We need a ring of fire weakness. We need to put it on him.
Okay. But I think the anti-magic field
I don't know.
and the anti-magic field idea is that right?
But yeah, the
Because-
thing is, like, if we use the anti-magic field and it fails, then he knows, right?
Yeah, but then the anti-magic field then just something we can drop, right? We don't have to. It's a good strategy, and the anti-magic field would prevent him from being able to leave because guess what? He's locked in a room. Is just that, just full of anti-magic field, and then
Or-
he's just a dude in armor, and we kill him.
True. And if the killing him doesn't work out, I say we escape and don't give him any further information. I say, the moment Brockovich shows up,
No.
we all gather and we teleport away.
Oh,
What?
here's the thing. We need to. I mean, okay, teleporting away makes sense if we were trying to hit, but he's only going to show up when he knows we're going to be in a location. Okay? Only if he knows, and that we aren't going to leave, then we're vulnerable. Why he showed up at the tent? He knew we would be there. He knew that the book would be there. He knew that he'd be able to get a test out of us. That's the only reason he showed up. And he was confident he would be able to escape.
He was.
So, at the end of the day, we need to be very mindful of the fact that the next time he shows up, showing up with the idea of us out or testing us again. And, well, he's going to show up when it's the most inconvenient for us.
He's gonna show up. when
Okay,
it's most
I'm
convenient
gonna
to go.
cast message to Caroline. Real quick, if that's possible.
You may have to
Yeah,
I'm
speak
gonna
to
say,
them.
now I can whisper it. Can you check for scrying eyes?
I did.
You did already?
I can't do it again.
Never mind.
How long does the scene visibility last, by the way? An hour, right?
Yes, an hour.
Still not.
I can look again.
Still
Yeah.
nothing? Okay.
I'm gonna check my bag for my. Can I check my person for tracking ship?
Beetle.
Yeah.
Uh,
check-
yeah,
Um,
sure.
We
Go
planted our beetle back on us.
Yeah, can I put the beetle? Like, can
Why
I pull the
not?
beetle out of the bag of holding and put it on the map again?
Yeah, sure. You
Send
put it
it
on
back
the,
up
on,
there.
you put it on the well on the paper. If you put it on the map.
Have
fine.
we
Where-
long rested?
So
Paper.
No.
you
I'm
have
going
I have
not-
not long rested.
Yeah, noted.
So hang on. Do you
If I
are you
put it
putting it
on
on a map or are you putting it on a piece of paper?
I can put it on a map? Question mark, and
You can
it'll
put it
take
on
me.
anything. It will not tell you where Veer is. It'll only tell you the direction he is moving in relation to where his beetle is. We've been over this before. It doesn't just like tell.
Right.
It doesn't move over to where he was at.
It
in the
doesn't just
map, like,
move.
it doesn't-
Okay.
It
Yeah.
follows the direction he's moving, like physically moving. But teleport it doesn't count.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
But you can still have it map out, like you can see if he's moving or if he's staying still or anything
Yeah.
along those lines. Putting you put the beetle on a piece of paper.
On a piece of paper,
Okay.
like, and piece of paper is like right next.
Yeah.
They put nowhere.
So as you watch, the beetle hits the paper and begins to move immediately. You don't know where he's moving, but you see him kind of go like up a bit, move over to the left. He kind of like changes direction. You watch as the beetle rotates with the orientation of the beetle and it shifting as he's moving around. He's actively doing something. You don't know where, you don't know what, you don't know you don't know a lot, but you know he's actively doing something. His focus is not
So-
moving around.
he's not stopped. He's not like scrying or anything like that. Whatever he's doing, it's something that it requires active like physical labor.
Yeah.
Well,
Have we tried scrying at him?
I don't
Yeah.
think we managed.
I don't think it's
he had-
worth.
Just
I don't
if
think it's
we
worth
have or not. Because if we haven't,
I don't
Even if-
remember if we have.
I feel like
even
we
if
have. I can definitely remember us
assume
having to do that.
he has some sort of protection.
Yeah, I swear there was
Mhm.
something like that.
But we did use the magic orb though. The memory, and we weren't able to perceive him.
Yes, I know that.
So scrying, okay. We could scry on him, but that would also tell him we're scrying on him. You know, he's pretty proficient with.
Yeah, but him knowing we're
Which
scrying
means-
on him gives us as much information as not scrying on him.
Yeah, and him knowing it doesn't change anything. He already knows
Well,
we're
it does.
throwing wrenches in his gears.
I would mention before, you guys have attempted to scry on him in the past, and I've attempted to look at him via memory. He is protected from divination magic.
Yeah, or something like that. By the way, I got
You double
offended
check
when
me.
Starry said wrench in your gears.
What?
I looked
What?
offended.
Oh.
I looked offended when Starry said put a wrench in our gears.
Okay.
So I'm probably
Well-
confused and not getting it.
As I see the no further need for conversation, I say we get on. So we get on, lads.
Get our run on. Get a move on. Dilly dally.
Let's not dilly dally then.
Come on,
Okay,
scram.
Before this turns into something offensive, what would you guys like to do then?
What were we doing last time?
Hmm?
What were we doing last time?
We talked to Naivara.
Well, yeah, but what were we going to do?
We were going to Argmont, and we did that, and
Oh.
now we're going to the Blue and Black Keep.
We're doing black.
Warning!
Downs.
Before we go, we might meet war. Just a reminder for you guys.
Yeah, we can't leave right now. Like, it's not a good idea. If we leave, we are going to be in Canoa while in the journey it's unless we go. Has Arya been to Canolia?
Ari's been a Condolia, yeah.
Okay, so we can use a tree to get there.
Tree?
Oh, Condolia,
Yeah, we
sorry, no, you have not been, no, she has not been to Condolia, my apologies. She's been to Eastern Empire, that was
Okay,
my thought
cool.
process, my bad.
Where are we going to Condolia?
And
That
what
would
would
be
you
my
like to
tree.
do?
Just tree
We're-
walk, whatever.
We're going
right,
to
yeah.
the Blue and Black Keep. Right now.
Oh,
Yeah, sounds good.
The warning that Caroline was giving, though, was that going to the keep means you're going to somewhere close to, if not the front lines of the conflict in the south.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the warning
that's fine.
Caroline was giving you.
Yes.
yeah. Fine. Honestly, it's a good thing. If they think that we're in the south, we then teleport up north and push.
I
That'd
believe
be
in us.
Okay. Does that mean you guys are gonna wind walk to Blue and Black right now?
Our tree going.
No, that was for
I don't think
Condolia.
Arya has tree magic. Anyways.
What's with the tree?
Well, doesn't Goran have tree magic?
No, like she has used spell slots. Yeah.
I-
Because we ain't sleeping.
We were battling.
I have no clue. That's just an assumption.
I don't either. I have to
I
figure
don't.
out. Hello?
Let's just
Wait.
pretend that Arya has those spell slots, guys.
Or we can just windwalk. We still have windwalk.
Oh, but tree walking is cooler and more efficient.
No, it's not more efficient.
It's more efficient. It takes like what?
It takes a whole ass
Half a
big ass
second.
spell slot.
Well, yeah, but we're going to rest after this, I presume. Maybe not.
I think it's
Boy,
pretty
we
early in the
windwalk.
day, to be
It's
honest.
okay.
First we wind, then we walk.
Arya
Let's
does
wind
not
walk.
have tree stride prepared.
Yeah, she doesn't.
That sucks. Let's go.
Can we make sure to like land a little bit on the western side of wherever the keep is?
Sure, yeah, you may.
Actually, April.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so as you guys all make your way, well, transform yourselves into your windwalking forms, and then cascade yourselves across the sky, eventually making your way back to, sorry.
The prisoner Freeland.
Yes. 1 second, hang on.
What are you looking for?
Still no Arpit.
Harask stat block.
So,
Grass?
Harask, bro.
Oh.
Dragon.
No, Riley's looking for the harass stat block. Riley's gonna harass us.
No, grass is what I said.
Harass stat block?
so as you
What
guys
is
make your
Stabak
way
of a
down to the
white
Pressmore
dragon?
Freelands, are you wanting to be more towards like Renith, or you want to just be like in the forest lines, like north? Like, where would you guys like to arrive?
Well,
What is
little
up
black
with my
key,
mic?
right?
I think just like basically just like a little bit straight west from the keep, I think.
Straight west from the keep. Okay.
Like, not far from the keep, like a
No,
town
not
over.
not super far from the
Okay.
keep. Just like
Yeah. So you'll arrive down on land around where, like, just the outside of the keep walls on the west side. As you do, it's easy enough to not only spot you by the keep, but they're also well aware of your bullshit. So it's not like you're coming at this as an unknown entity. As you guys eventually make your way down to the ground level with all of your party in tow, and unmistform yourselves at the outside of this keep, you eventually find yourselves walking towards the south end where the entrance is. Walls built up relatively high, though in some capacity still under construction. The majority of the wall, though, especially on the eastern side, has been fully constructed at this point. And you can see, like, even through, like, magical means, those who have brought in, or people are currently in the process of, like, helping keep the upkeep of the wall together. There does not appear to be active conflict at the moment, but you have noticed that the outside of the keep walls has seen conflict. The keep has not been breached.
Nice.
Are there like
We knew that.
like
We knew that.
slash marks and digging done?
In the
and
wall,
arrows?
no. It seems that the wall itself has its own repairs done on the east side, and it seems almost impeccable. Repaired through magic means of those who have the capacity of altering stone. But the ground around it still has, like, the telltale marks of conflict. Patches of dirt that are definitely darker than they should be for what blood has been spilled. There's ruins of wood from when trebuchets were used and possibly even destroyed in the area, though materials cleaned up and repurposed after the retreat of the Empire. Blue and Black is holding strong, and the forces you've brought have been invaluable to holding on to this end of the conflict.
Fuck it, of course we are. My god.
Yeah, it's all us.
this is what
Thank
we
us.
do.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
One
Thank
thing
you.
Is
you
there,
do
like-
notice is that
Racist.
there are still a number of things that as you make your way south, before you get into the entryway of the keep, you do notice there is what looks like an encampment, a large encampment of Alliance soldiers, that you can see are probably putting forth the majority of the effort towards protecting the south end front. Though between them and Aryawood stands Blue on Black, allowing them to concentrate their forces on their own farther south.
Nice.
Having Aryawood on your side is invaluable, it seems.
Arya would OP.
More to
Good
the
job,
point, though,
Arya.
one thing you notice is that not only is, like, from what you can see just off in the far distance, given the lands, you can kind of see off in the distance. Those of you with the keen enough eyesight for this can perceive that the city of Oakrid is also surrounded, if not, like, being used as a point with which they've reinforced the line. But they've not pushed forward either because they can't or are struggling to, or because they don't have the resources to push forward, or because they haven't made an attempt. You're not sure. You don't know the ins and outs of the battle, but you know that they have made their line. They've drawn it in the sand and have been a stalwart in this conflict as of right now. One thing you do notice is that there is still a distinct lack of Alliance, like, colors, banners, forces, memorabilia in blue on black itself. As you make your way to the entrance, it itself is not involved with the Alliance.
Okay.
And you can see people are currently in the process of like taking the weapons that are being forged and setting them aside and preparing for more conflict. The walls have risen upwards and the keep is secure. As you make your way inside, I said that already. Furthermore, you see other people that you are familiar faces to you. One thing you notice is that there are some soldiers that do not appear to have any kind of affiliation that are being trained by some of the members you've brought in. One of them even, between Virlen and Trix, kind of managing the training of, new forces, people who have been paid to kind of come in and man the walls, other individuals that you've had in your keep as far as, I'm trying to get the right words. Matter of fact, let me just get all the names.
Trophies.
Oh,
Yay!
No, they're not trophies. I'm talking about the strays you guys have taken in.
I take those as trophies.
No, but you see,
Weirdo.
you
Yeah,
see,
trophies are for wins. These are win in my book.
as far as like delivering messages go, you see both Child and Defiant actively moving as fast as they can, faster than most of the troop are, being that they're monks, kind of being what goes between the back and forth through non-magical means of relaying messages, information, and keeping everyone in the loop. You see that the actual main building of Blue on Black itself is its own building inside the keep. Though it was meant to be the keep initially, they've extended that to an extra layer. You can see, well, you don't
It's a
immediately...
fortress now.
It's a fortress. You see off on one side of the wall, up on the wall actually, you would notice that there are a trio of figures that are familiar to you, though were not initially members of Blue on Black. Finn, or sorry, not Finn, Flicker, and Brovis, as well as the smaller Child standing between them, as they seem to be in the midst of conversation on the western wall, keeping eyes on any incoming forces. You see the Kenku cleric in the process of tending to what looks like a small area that's near the front entrance of the fortress, preparing for any incoming wounded, though not addressing any at the moment. At which point you hear him kind of chime in as you all come in. Welcome, 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 welcome! As the rest of you all kind of filter in, one of the things that's mentioned, as you're witnessing Child, in this case, go from the front lines talking to Trix and Virlen as they are currently in the midst of training, rush outward to the center of the walkway of this fortress, and looking at you, wave and rush to tell Naivar the news of your arrival. Blue on Black, with your new strays in tow, welcome home.
Yay!
We did it. We made it to the save spot.
I almost forgot to mention, one of the other things you notice is that by where Oxide had initially constructed or had in construction
The forge?
there are two things you notice. The first of which is, as you're looking at the forge, and is currently in the midst of being they're in the process of building weapons. Two figures currently reside within it, and a familiar cart actually outside. You can see the Dweger in the midst of handling some of the more intricate pieces of the weapons that they're currently crafting. Lyletyr, from before, has made his way to Blue on Black, as well as a familiar half-orc who is currently hammering away at the forge itself, constructing what looks like a pretty magnificent, or at least well-crafted shield. Obviously,
sick.
and not without his brand from the Forged Phoenix.
It's Eskel.
Yeah. Let's go. We adopted Eskel. We acquired one.
Yay! The cameos be cameoing.
Well,
Yeah.
Sure.
I think there is
Hey.
one important business to attend to.
Yes, I go over to Netflix's shop.
Okay, that's almost a thing.
Easy enough to do as you rush over to the entryway of the hut that is now turned into an actual, well, looks like honestly a building not dissimilar to the one he owned back in Stolshi. A very similar layout that he's put together. Familiarity kind of coexisting
This
here.
is his corner inside the fort, isn't it?
It
Like,
is. He's got it. It's
Nice.
like a small little building in the center of everything going on that is his own little plot of land. The door is open. There are plants and vines hanging down that make the building look almost as disheveled as you had initially found it, though not without that hint of pristine put togetherness that the building itself has. As you make your way inside, the
Nice.
shelves are still relatively empty, but there's more stock than there was previously. Other trinkets and things that have been traded in and out, and he's always on the lookout for more. Nephlius is
Excellent.
not in shop.
oh,
As you
here?
enter inside, you actually can see that there is currently a familiar fawn from before who, as you enter inside, kind of chimes in.
yeah.
Oh, you're back. Hi. As Rose chimes in. Oh, Nephlius
Cool.
isn't here. I'm sorry if you're looking for him.
It's all good.
He's
We're happy
currently
to see you.
out- Right, yeah, thank you.
You
He's...
doing okay? You well?
I'm fine. I'm fine. He wanted me to tell you that he's trying to I think the word he used was broker deals throughout the alliance for more stock, though that's becoming difficult. He doesn't have the lines he had before.
Yeah.
I'm just here. Welcome home.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Arya's currently busy outside doing something. I kind of rushed over because I was like
Oh,
hoping to grab a very specific item if it's in stock.
that's okay. What
I-
can I do for you?
I was wondering if you guys have managed to acquire in the months you were gone, a very specific item. A wand of fireball.
And you see her kind of turn and look around, trying to find if something had been left behind for you. It takes her a minute to search through, and as she kind of looks through all the different things and what's left behind. No, he didn't set anything aside for Blue and Black, or for you, sir. He mentioned something about acquiring something new.Maybe he's still looking for it.
Acquiring something new? In what way?
Well, I don't.
For me, or
I don't know if he meant new or he might just
you to me?
maybe I don't know. He also he doesn't I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. You just take a breath. You're not in trouble.
Trader, you should ask to
and-
speak to the manager.
Okay, Hey, do you happen to have a bit of water by chance? I could just pour over a sec. Like just a glass.
I don't have glasses.
Because don't
and,
give him that, actually? What do you mean?
I have a water skin.
That'll work. Can I just pour that for a sec?
I mean, most
sure.
obvious dodge
And
action
she
of all
hands
time.
the Spot's already out the door.
Try, motherfucker. Try, motherfucker.
She hands it to you. Spot's already left.
Okay,
Cool.
I give it back to her. It's okay. Thank you for. I was just gonna take care of her annoyance.
I don't
but
know
yeah.
what you mean.
I pull out a little bit of water. Well, I'm water bending. Just water bend some water out of the. I just put it back
Okay.
with just shape water. It's you know,
Okay.
clean. I was gonna hiss the water.
That seems like a waste.
Yeah, it would have been, but I would have gotten you more.
She cast produce water.
You know what? Understandable.
Or she didn't want to waste a spell slot. She cast control water and manipulates the water as well.
Yeah. I also didn't want to waste the spell slot. I don't have prepared right now.
Right. You look kind of hurt. Are you all okay? Is Arya okay? Or the rest of Blue and Black?
Everyone's okay. Everyone's okay.
That's good.
We,
That's good.
we're doing blue and black things. We're, but yeah, you're okay. You don't have any reason to be anxious around us. You might be a little anxious around Arya.
I'm not. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm not good with people.
You are good with people. It's just I feel like you have some anxiety. So that's okay.
Okay.
Friends. Okay. But I appreciate you checking the stock for me for any wands of fireballs or anything. Just find one. Tell me. Tell them to sending at me. I would like to acquire one aggressively.
I'll tell Nephilius that.
Yeah, and also like if. But yeah. I will get out of your hair, and I will probably send Arya by so that.
Oh, you don't have. That's not. It's. Thank you, sir. It's okay. For shopping.
I'm sure there's. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna go
don't
back
worry,
now,
I'll-
and she runs.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Goran starts chasing
I
after
think
her.
also
What is going on?
than her, aren't I?
Say again.
Faster than her, aren't I?
Still didn't catch what you said.
Yeah, her haircut.
I'm faster than her, right?
True.
Are you faster than an autistic girl with anxiety? I don't fucking know. Probably.
Probably. Okay, cool.
She's probably
It's
gonna
just about
trip.
to be
Let's
like-
be honest.
Honestly, that
Are you
would
gonna
given
fucking
how
harass her?
No, I'm not gonna harass her. I'm letting her go.
Yeah. Anyway, after this social fumble, after I went out the door,
Mhm.
Social fumble.
I
I feel like
wanna see if Ramrel's here.
Okay.
I'm looking for that motherfucker.
are we about to strangle the motherfucker?
So,
Where is he?
as you're
Not
looking
yet.
around, so while
He has to tell us things first.
well, Arpit's doing, or well, Goran's doing that. Spot, you kind of come out.
Hey, who's Arpit?
Shit. You're looking for Rabrel. It doesn't take
Yes.
you long to find him in the camp. You can see that he's not outside interacting with most of the rest of the crew. But you do eventually, like, as you're wandering around, as the party's wandering around doing their own thing, you eventually find him inside the keep, specifically in the study. You can see he's in the process of, like, writing out something, like he's scribing something from some of the notes. Not deep in study, but in what looks like casual, like, scribing. As you make your way inside, he looks up. Guess I can help
Hello.
you act. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. What you doing over here?
Currently trying to add to the vacancy of knowledge with what I remember, with what I have. Take a look.
That's-
And you can see he's currently writing out a book that's the history of Candolia, and the Knights of King Ethan.
I see. That's funny that you're imparting knowledge, actually. That was what I was coming over here for, actually. Weirdly enough.
I can certainly try. What you got?
Like, you know how you're like the closest person we know that's with that knows Brock over here, right?
Right.
You know.
I know of
Mr.
some of his
Broccoli
dealings.
himself.
I've What would you like to know?
Do you know about anything Brockovir would refer to as the Great Plan?
Typically, he referred to something called the mission. But I did hear the words the Great Plan once, and I think they might be related. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with his... whatever his grand scheme was.
No.
What about it?
No, I just, well, recently we had some encounters with Brockovir where he's tried to end us for multiple reasons. Mostly because of our so-called interference in the Great Plan.
He casts the invisibility.
That's smart. He should have.
Would the hour-long see invisibility that Caroline has still be active?
No.
Is it subtle? Is it, does it have components? Like, would I know that he's casting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did check myself
I'll-
for beetles, right?
You did it.
Yeah,
I'll look at him expectantly to, like, see what he sees.
He doesn't seem concerned or worried. He's not fixated on anything.
Neither within the clear.
What about
Sorry.
this plan do you want to know?
Well,
Everything.
It is hard to describe one specific thing is not everything, but I mean I have bits and pieces of it. I know like what it's supposed to do, but I don't know how it would be done or what would needed for it to be done. And
Is
I hope that
I can reveal some things about the plan.
yes.
From my understanding, he needs vessels, spellcasters of great arcane nature, to assist him with his plans. And when I asked him if he had just secured some of those people from the, the religious cities of Enselham, there are some priests with grand capabilities of magic. I learned a couple of things when I had last spoken to him about it. This is, of course, maybe about a year ago. But there are different types of magic. There's the arcane, the natural, and the divine. And his magic is arcane. Or at least this component is arcane. It's, not anything that works with the laws of nature, not anything that works with the laws of God, but instead exacerbates the wits of man. The wills of man. He needs arcane casters to accomplish this. Not just any caster will do.
Cadris, you're...
I was meant to be one of these casters, as my magic is arcane, just as I assume yours and Caroline's and everyone's is, though maybe not.
Most of it, but not all.
It all depends
We have
on...
some divine casters.
Right. My mention was the source of the magic. Like
Right.
Illikin and I think Adrith as well. Divine methods of casting. But for Goran and Arya, they were more natural methods of casting. And for Starry and yourself, arcane.
Very true. So, yeah, you were up for being one of those spellcasters.
I was meant to be given the position, yes.
Any of the other sins?
He had made mention of trying to find a prodigy of sorts. But he never meant to have one. He had made mention of potentially molding other members I hadn't even met into them. And based on our own adventures and our own bits and pieces, I've compiled a list of people that he might have been talking about. Most of them were people that I don't know, but of those that I have met and could potentially seek out, it would have been myself, the man called Vavel, There was another at one point. Oh bloody hells! What was his name? One of the arcanists from the towering cities of Plurivan. Of course, that city has fallen now, and there's no contact in or out, so it's likely he's found his mark. If I'm not doing it, because I am presumed dead to him, and he's not going to have Vavel, because Vavel is dead, he would likely take the Arcanist, and he would need one other, at least.
Right.
I
That is useful.
have a question.
Well, you're not there.
Am I?
At this point, you
I
could
left.
be there. You had left a
I mean,
while
yeah, you could
ago,
have
but you would
gone.
have had to take some time to search, and you went on different searching paths. I'll say at this point you can enter.
Sure.
Oh hey, it's a wild fucking one of you.
Seems you were right, Goran, actually.
Yeah.
We were just
That's
talking
the word
about
of phrase,
how... What do you mean? Well, okay.
No, it's a wild one of you.
No, just your theory about having to need multiple spellcasters seems to be confirmed true.
Yep. And I know who he's after. And no, they haven't been captured yet, I don't think. Certainly
Do
hope
you
they-
now?
Yeah, I know. I know that person. We've met. The Arcanist?
The Arcanist, Reuven Ziltroy.
Is that the name person from the Forge? The Arcane Forge
No.
that I was talking about? Okay, then apparently that's not the person.
Apparently there's 4 of them, isn't it? Some shit.
Well,
Yeah.
a fourth, but...
I've met him, never mind.
There's the one in the 4 cities, right? That's the person you're talking about, or is this somebody different?
There are many Arcanists in the 4 cities. It's likely he could find everyone he needs in the 4 cities. He's also likely to find all of the missing pieces of his plan. He's willing
Yeah,
to...
he got...
He's willing to do a lot to accomplish this, including... Well,
Okay, Julia.
destruction. It's...
Question. How long has he been at them?
Say that
How
again?
many years? How long has he been at them? Like, crafting this plan?
Ah. I was introduced to him not much longer beyond the death of Ethan's father. It was...
That would be how many years ago?
Apparently he was the hand to the king in regards to the prior king's reign. So this would be somewhere close to 12, 13 years ago.
At least. And that would also mean that if he's in an advisory position to the previous king, he's been at this for, if I had to guess, easily 15 years.
I'm
Maybe
unfortunately
20?
not the right source to ask this question. I came into this
That's
as
fine.
a potential asset, knowing the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just gonna ask, because I got a little curious, on the potential magic wielders. Did he ever mention one of us as powerful magic casters that he might try to convince to do his bidding?
The only time he had mentioned blue on black... I don't even think he mentioned blue on black. It had been some time since I had spoken with him, and I had been instructed to further my capabilities. But I
yeah.
don't have a mention of blue on black as far as I know. So we probably weren't even significant to him the time that I knew him. It's not impossible,
making sure.
it's likely, but to find those he could promise into this endeavor, that's not an easy task. He's methodical, he's strict, and he's thorough. it's more likely he's going to find those he can convince to help him despite the risks than he is to intimidate one of you all to helping him.
You're right.
For the
I
methods
think-
at hand as well, it's important to know that my own ambition probably would have been the death of me had I allowed it to continue. Though even my own desires are not nearly as intense anymore.
Yeah.
See that?
Something I need to mention.
What?
His plan requires grand casters of the arcane, manipulators of the weave. But the effort, the endeavor that is fulfilling a task like this, it's more than just life-threatening. He experiments with magics beyond what's capable of mortal man. Magics that even the gods dare not to tamper with.
They did once, but...
You don't know that. I've told you this before.
Oh, right, fair. That wouldn't be part of myth.
But he's thinking of casting... What he wants to accomplish is... What spell he's requiring for this manipulation does not require the life force of arcane casters, but the attempt even is life-threatening.
Yeah.
Though once you succeed, you've already broken the bounds of what should be possible.
Yeah. We have... Remember, that's kind of something we've already thought about. That we've almost put together. It's there for that. What you're asking, though, is... Of course, this is going to be something far, far beyond anything we were going to try. We were going to pierce the veil ourselves, but poke a hole, you know.
I wouldn't dare try, it'll just draw his attention.
No. Okay, look, hey. Remember when Elda wasn't here?
Right.
And, yeah.
I remember all of that.
Yeah.
And I was more impressed at the fact that he wasn't around to critique on that matter, which informed me that he wasn't on the plane. I was the one that mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
But if you've had a
He
run-in
knows
now,
about...
since then,
Oh, no.
he has returned.
Oh, no. Oh, you mean... Oh, I'm talking about Elda. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, we just fought with him.
That explains the attire.
Yeah, no, don't worry, it's worse.
Yeah.
Then what
But,
about Elder?
yeah.
That's gonna be a Nivara question. Where is she? Gonna be fun used to broker. Break.
Time out. What about Elder then?
Elda's here. Is with family. Best not to bother him.
Right. Okay. So he's not here.
He's not here.
That's
Not at the
probably for
moment.
the best.
Yeah. Look. We got some updates. We should get some of the people who know together.
Am I
Ought to be
required
enough.
for this? Or...
Would he be required for this? Because he does know what's his Mr. Broccoli himself.
Well, to answer that question, I guess we'll cut to everyone else. I'm assuming Nyavara is probably the prime target of what you guys are wanting to do. Is there anything
Yeah.
else, or are we jumping straight to Nyavara?
Just put it in there. Caroline went and made sure that she said hi to as many people as possible. On the way to, because she's assuming that Nyavara is inside somewhere. So, like, she's, like, making sure that she's saying hi to everyone that's, like, outside on her way to find Naivara.
Saying hi to everyone, it's easy enough to do. Some idle chatter here and there as Spot and Goran make their way around to their specific targets. But it's actually in one of the tents that you would have found Naivara. A tent that's still actively being used as a war room despite having the space in the keep. Welcome in, and welcome back. How have your journeys been?
Eventful.
Fuck.
You're not there.
That was related to when anything that's happening.
Nice. As they have here.
How-
All times.
Yes. I hear the war is happening.
The war is continuing to rage on, yes. It's been tiring. How are you and your group?
I think a lot of us are happy to be here again. It's been a long trip to Tyrrhenian and Devil Eye.
Half a year has been.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, we're glad to have you back. But I'm not unaware of your next adventure. So I understand it won't be
Yes.
for long. Conflict takes a toll on oneself. Still, it's good to have you back.
Hmm.
What can you report?
Ergmont is on our side. They're allied.
Will they be watching the battle lines as they are?
Yes, they said something. Earlier today, Veer made a surprise appearance in the camp. They have the taste of blood.
So, it means the line will hold north of us. And should the time strike come... I'm assuming you would explain this to her in detail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should the time come, then
Information.
we will have Church and his family at the front lines.
Yes.
That should be a sight to see. Good work.
Thank you. Goran's sister has taken the seat in Tyrrhenian as queen.
So power has
Um,
shifted.
Yes.
That might be strenuous. Will that mean they'll be too unoccupied or too preoccupied to lend us any support?
It's too early to tell, to be honest. She wants to, because she likes her brother, but I'm not sure.
I was hoping for better news on that front, but the update is appreciated. Anything further?
Captain Yorlana in Devil Eye has offered a few ships.
I'm surprised you managed to make them work with you. Still, we can take all the help we can get. I'll mark it down.
I think that's my news. I assume you're up to date on everything that's happened on the continent.
Most everything, yes. The news of Ergmont is welcome news. Beyond that, suppose
It's
I
quite
should...
new news.
Aye. Suppose I should, keep you posted on what's going on with our side of things. The Alliance has taken Orchid as a position of influence, we'll say. Currently in the south, we have one of the crowned princes currently residing over the marching force. He's quite the strategist. Further, we've had to take some assault on our behalf, but we've made it clear to the Empire that while we are aligned with the Alliance in their mission to keep the lines where they are, we are not putting forward any soldiers, though secretly we have begun training some of them. I'm sure you've noticed the training grounds currently in full employ. The soldiers out there are Alliance soldiers, though their colors are not worn.
Okay.
We're trying to stay as neutral as possible. You've yet to make your way to Condolia, and I don't need to jeopardize that any further by allying ourselves with the Alliance so early, though such a decision has become strenuous. We're hitting a breaking point. A point where we might even be able to push through the south, recover more land, and push them back to the river. The problem we're having is that they can't muster up the forces that match the south wall, the south line of soldiers. There's not much we can do at the south anyways. I think it's only because we are located so further south that the Alliance is able to keep their soldiers so tightly formulated, that they're having so much success at maintaining this already existing border. But Nicolette is generaling the south. And with her there, we can't advance forward.
Right.
Interesting.
If Nicolette is in the south, I believe that means Clementine's in the north. Clementine's not the generaling type. But, though a formidable foe, is far weaker, or a weaker link. If we choose to align ourselves with the Alliance, we'll be committing forces towards different war efforts, different endeavors that they need to embark on to further secure the lands. And as the north begins to push more towards the east, it may be time we start sending our own out there. Just as support. We're adventurers, not soldiers. We're warriors and priests and messengers and monks, but we are not soldiers for a war. I'm not unaware of that. If we align ourselves, join the Alliance, we could start sending soldiers north. It would weaken the southern line, but we're more likely to succeed on pushing and rooting out Clementine than anything else. Or we can maintain our front here, keep the status quo, and let the north fall. It will fall eventually. There is an additional variable, though, that I hadn't considered in these plans until now. You. There are two sins whose locations we're aware of. Two conflicts, but only one front we can gain an advantage on. The question is, if we can maintain where we are now, maintain the forces and even the lines as they are, I could send you and the main troop of Blue and Black You can choose to deal with Nicolette, or you can choose to deal with Clementine. We either secure the south towards the river and maybe beyond, root out the enemies and give them a scare, or root out Clementine in the north and force them to redistribute their soldiers.
Can I
You're not
either?
there. Doing either of these means we ally ourselves with the Alliance. We join them in the conflict and the war. Entirely. Entirely. And there's no going back on that decision. It means that your efforts in Candolia will be a little more difficult. Likely negotiations will be hostile. But you'd help us guarantee a more secure front on the war here.
We might have an interest in the north. I don't know if you remember, but me and Starry and Spot and Kadrith were in Blood Peak a long time ago. And there's a teleportation circle there.
Assuming that's still the case, it would be a valuable asset towards getting soldiers behind enemy lines. I'm vaguely familiar with Blood Peak, at least your endeavors there. I'm more skeptical that the circle is still present, though maybe Clementine's hubris gets the better of her. If you can mark down the circle and bring it back here, we can send soldiers in that way. Granted, again... Well, actually, no. I worry we'd still be allying ourselves on this war, one way or the other. But we can try to be discreet. We can hold the south while you secure the north. But again, if you're seen, if you're noticed, if they decide on a whim that you had any involvement in such a feat, such an event, Blue and Black will join the Alliance, both on the front of the enemy's eyes and in actuality. Your mission in Candolia, despite your involvement, will become more complicated.
I fear everything's complicated these days anyways.
I support whatever you decide to do. Talk it over with everyone who's not here. Whatever your plans are.
Yeah.
If you want us to hold off on joining the Alliance, we will. Wait for you to get to Candolia, get your foot in the door, and then the inevitable will happen.
Yes, I'll talk with the others. How is the Alliance? How are our connections with them?
Ours are tentative at best, at least until we decide to commit ourselves fully. We've agreed to train some of their troops here and there, and thus we've been fulfilling that goal, that endeavor. But that's not going to be the case forever. Either we have to join them or we're not, and that's as far as our talks have gone.
Okay.
Sadly, given the influence Blue and Black has had on an international level, we are an entity that cannot just remain neutral. We have to either decide whether or not we stay out of the war, side with the Empire, which is unlikely, or side with the Alliance. And neutrality, unfortunately, is a choice that they will look upon. It's not one I'm willing to choose. And I will be
No.
damned if we decide to fight ourselves, fighting alongside the Empire. So there's only one option.
It's
It's only a matter of when.
yes. Big brain, so many thoughts.
Did you know
Riley.
about the strike force?
Yes.
We mentioned it. We talked about it a little bit. What does the note that Desiree sent to Como say? That was on the ship before we took it back a long time ago.
God, that's a great fucking question.
I know. I am the
Um,
answer. I am the asker of good questions.
God, did you not read that? I think I have to find the VOD for that one. I don't know if I have that still.
I fear that knowledge lost to
I don't
time.
know if we said it on stream. I think
The
you just
note-
said it says where she is. It says that she's in a cave somewhere.
She would have been
Oh.
if she's in a cave
That's what I
somewhere. It's
remember.
likely if it had something to do with the cave. I think I vaguely remember that. So she would mention. It would have mentioned to you. Probably would have made some mention of like where to bring subjects, should they be found. Which means they would have had to come in from the South Drolkish port. Or if it's not coming in a port, it would have had to have been probably somewhere in the Eastern Empire. As far as where, if it said anything about where she is directly, that was literally like more than half a year ago in game.
I know.
That information
But
would not be relevant to what is happening currently.
No,
It
I
would.
just thought it said something about her hiding somewhere.
If it did, it would have been mentioned like in the Empire somewhere. But I don't
Okay.
remember. I'll have to go back. If you'll give me some time,
If-
I can reassess that later.
Yeah, I think if it mentioned a cave, it's probably we probably surmise that it's the cliffs, because that's where we had the fight with Plantera. Look,
Trademarked.
man, it's Plantera. Don't
Trademarked.
fuck with me. It's Plantera. Okay. Okay. So, if it mentioned somewhere to hide and caves, we probably assumed it was the cliffs.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know what episode it is, so I can check
Okay.
later.
What are we doing right now?
You
I'm
guys.
talking
Oh,
to
just that
Nivara.
Talk to Nivara?
Yeah. I'm talking to Nivara.
Can we be? Are we still being little shits?
You guys have
Well,
Well,
asked-
you guys were
me and
talking to
Bob.
Rabrel.
Yeah, I'm literally
I
talking
didn't
to
know to talk to
Rabrel.
Rabrel. You guys said I'm talking to
We did.
Nivara now.
Gosh, talking to Rabrel can find me as a little shit.
according to Goran, yes.
My bad.
Wait, what'd you say, Marley? I missed that.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Also, technically, it's
Mason!
combat, but
Hello.
whatever.
In his comrade.
Quick, roll that save.
Oi, mate. Son.
Though he is speaking to you in the voice of Rabrel, so it's not like he's unaware of the change.
He's not
Wait, what?
pretending.
He's not pretending around you guys.
Okay, so we know where Nicolette is. We have an assumption that Clementine is in the north. We don't know about Desiree, and then Julia is probably.
Next to
Somewhere.
Ethan,
I mean, yeah. Okay.
if I had to guess. Yeah, she's probably bodyguarding.
Are we gathered at this point, or is she just shit
No, I just have a to-do list, and I wanted to make sure that I talked to Naivara about the things that I wanted to talk to Naivara about.
Because I know
Oh,
what I want to focus on next.
Okay. Naivara, is there anything else that we need to discuss?
Not that I'm aware of. Still no word on much of anything else. It's just conflict after conflict and skirmish after skirmish.
Yeah.
With the North finally... Well... With the East unified under a banner, we have a greater shot at winning this war. But that doesn't mean that this conflict's going to end overnight. And that also doesn't mean that we're not going to accrue other losses. Like I said, I can't guarantee what'll happen if we don't act on either front, north or south. But we are still technically unaligned with the Alliance. I think you should speak with
Technically.
everyone on your side of things.
Yes.
Get their opinions, and let me know if we're pulling the trigger on that, or if you need that anonymity or plausible deniability to make your way into Candolia.
Sure. Okay. Do you know where Thomas is?
Thomas is unfortunately within the Eastern Empire. We
Okay.
have not had contact in some time, but when this conflict started and the borders were closed, he was on the wrong side of them.
Interesting.
If I had to guess, he's likely stuck in South Dorkish. If not, he would have made his way to Ethos, and from there, probably founded a way to cause chaos in the underground.
Okay.
I have a question. A, can I be there at this point?
What is your question?
I was gonna ask if we've sort of communicated my plan about what we could do if we wanted to take a little bit of line and a little bit of space.
That was incredibly vague.
So do you remember the battle plan that I laid out? Which was we could have two primary targets. So can Gora just kind of be there? That way I can explain it like in character.
I think I know what you're
You-
talking about. No, you're not there because you're dealing with Conrad right now.
Rep-
Rep-Ral.
Right.
But we were also like fucking with him, and then we were gonna find Navarra.
You had a serious conversation with him. I don't, like, your
Yeah,
plan
I
was
wasn't
to then-
fucking with him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your plan
I
was
fucked
to
with
then
him.
find Naivara. But the conversation's almost
Yeah.
over anyways, so I'm asking for patience on that front.
Yep, sorry.
Okay. And the plan you had described previously had a lot of variables you didn't know yet. It really depends, and I think that's the conversation that's coming up. So again, I'll ask for patience.
Yep, sorry.
Carolyn, is there anything else you'd like to mention, Naivara? Or anybody else who's there?
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna check in with Girthol.
Girthol. Sure.
Girthol.
You'll find him along the wall as well. So, we'll come back to that in a second, though. It's at this point that as you've all... in the tent, as you're making your way... stop myself there. As you leave the tent, you say your goodbyes with Naivara as she eagerly awaits your decision. Making your way out, you don't get too far before Spot and Goran make their way outside of the main keep. having spent the last couple of minutes trying to look for Nyavara, are eventually guided towards the war room, the war tent, which you guys are currently walking out of as your group reconvenes briefly.
Hey, you guys were just with Nyavara, weren't you?
I was, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if we want to, we can go back in, because we need to talk about, stuff.
She wanted...
Sound like you're gonna break up with someone.
Yeah, if it's about that war plan, I think you can.
I think we need to make a trophy for Goran for being the most vague possible.
Yep. Look, I had an idea about something, right? And then I got like partway through it, and then like something happened, and then we're here now, and so yeah, basically we need to do that, right?
Yeah.
And the award goes to.
100%.
I mean, it goes to somebody like who's he's got some stuff going on with like
it can go to like a person of any gender and any class or
Who has a couple of things going on that are not described at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the award can go to anyone as long as their name is Goran.
No, it's just gonna go to someone specific.
Because we won't know.
Undisclosed
Go to
person.
somebody specific.
Don't worry, it'll happen
Yeah.
sometime.
Do we break the news about certain things?
Oh my fucking god.
Come on, bro, just say it.
We're in the middle of... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone in the tent.
As everyone
As
everyone piles back in the tent,
Come back.
Nyavara's in the middle of like thinking, and then there's you all there, and welcome back.
Hello. Here to cause a headache. Did you find out about the thing that's happened with the book?
Bro. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't think she
context.
knows about the book.
Oh, okay, that's not a good thing. So, we found out some information about Bobby Broccoli himself.
Veer.
Yeah, Broccovere.
Veer has a spell in a book.
Mhm.
That book, Chantel in the Tribes in Ergmont. Have you met her?
Yeah.
She was deciphering the book whilst we were in Turinian. And we met up with her earlier today. And whilst we were talking to her, Veer arrived, like I mentioned, and attacked us and took the book back.
And that
so we
was
have an
one of the critical
incomplete
components.
understanding of that book.
Well, a lot of the information assumptions that I made apparently were right. Veer soft confirmed most of it, which means he heard most of what I was saying. But basically,
If I may
the book is a contain.
get
Yep.
to the point, what does this have to do with the currently raging war?
The book is a container for his spell. The one that's going to be using the material plane as components.
Right.
All of the planes, actually. But, as far as it goes for the war, with the efforts of Blue and Black, we can retake the river, and we could retake part of the Blood Peak Mountains. Because
No.
stole she while we were there.
Unless the barbarians are willing to put forth that manpower, which, from what Caroline described, is not the case. They'll defend the front lines. Keep our walls where they are. We can push on one of two fronts, which is the conversation that I had told Miss Caroline to have with the rest of you all, to make your decision and come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 fronts we can
Noted.
push on. One of which we need to defend, the other which we need to attack. We can't spare the forces to push on 2 fronts. Not unless we're willing to risk lives. Countless lives. Talk with
Yeah.
Caroline. She can give you more details. I'll tell you what I have told her briefly before you go. We have confirmed sightings, or at least a confirmed sighting, of the general known as Nicolette in the south. The
Mhm.
only reason she hasn't
I
pushed
figured.
beyond is because we are here. With Blue and Black's keep here, and us directly out of the war, she cannot push beyond. And even still, she would struggle. If Nicolette is here, the next wisest choice is Clementine in the north. And with her there, she's causing a lot of issues for us in the north. It's likely that with nothing done, one if not both of these fronts will fall. Your options, as I've put them forward, are to deal with Nicolette so that we may push them back towards the river on the south end, regain ground and more security here, or deal with Clementine in the north, push forward regained ground, and force them to redistribute their troops from the south to the north.
I have a question. Well, it's not really a question, but it's a piece of information. I assume I know the last major component that Veer needs to succeed.
That is your mission.
Is
We will be here to push with you on that final assault when you need to confront Veer. But I have too much
It's
hand
not-
with the war.
I understand. This is information that you need, though, to inform the decisions that you make. I understand it might be frustrating because I'm putting other things on your plate that may feel intense and overwhelming, and they are. Veer needs to keep Clearvon because there's an arcane forge. It is a source and a point of power. It's unlike anywhere else. It's an anomaly. I believe that it hasn't been taken yet. Otherwise, we would all be fucked in the very, very short term.
Then
But
we need to do one of 2 things. Push beyond in the north and recapture Clearvon, which will be a difficult task. Or push through the south and capture Ethos. If we cut off Ethan, they will have no resources to wage his war on.
See,
None of those objectives
You're right.
are achievable at this moment. Let what you need and what you have guide your judgment moving forward. I'm trusting that to you all, to make that decision. But
we have the forces to hold the line in the south.
regardless of what choice you make, if you choose to involve yourselves now, on either front, you will likely out our alliance, our position with the alliance. Meaning that you'll have a much more difficult time getting into Candolia and fulfilling your goals there.
very true.
So I'm leaving that for you to decide, whether or not you even help.
I see. Well, this will be discussed heavily, I assume.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And I would hope that it
Yes.
wouldn't take too much time.
We'll come to an agreement soon enough.
You all look
Yeah.
exhausted. I'm assuming you'll like to stay the night. Your rooms have all been prepared.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It's quite kind. Thank you for the audience. Now I'll start taking my leave.
Good luck. And please don't take too much time. I need to know sooner rather than later.
Noted.
We'll definitely discuss tonight.
I start marching out.
Okay. As you all file out one by one, finding your way back into the
look
main
up.
thoroughfare.
Before I leave, I'm just gonna say something. You're doing a good job. I mean, I feel like it now. You may be looking at all the lives that you could have saved if this or that, but with you in command, in this tenuous position, you've been doing a good job. And I still believe in you.
Thank you.
You're a fantastic general.
Not a
I
general.
salute.
I'm not a general, Goran. But I am acting guildmaster while you all are away. This is your guild. In your absence, I am your proxy. As was Elder Sarai before me. That's why this decision falls to you.
I think
Thank
you should also remember we did seek your advice too. Your thoughts, your orders. You are guildmaster. You're an amazing leader and you're doing well.
Thank you.
And then I also take my leave from the hunt.
Okay.
Sorry.
As the last of you file out of the tent, you all standing together in the thoroughfare, the sun slowly creeping its way towards the horizon, though not near enough for it to get dark. You have a little bit of free time with you. Time to gather yourselves, meet up with old friends, learn about what's been going on with interpersonal relationships should you choose to engage, and from there, it's up to you what you'd like to do. The night is yours.
Can I also
I want
quickly see...
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was literally just gonna like, were there sending stones at the shop?
Oh,
Ah, it could be smart.
Probably
gonna have a
not.
long
You don't
night
know. I mean,
hour.
Can I go, like, can I quickly dip back and then, like, see if they have sending stones and, and just fuck off again?
You dip back towards the shop as you leave everybody else in the thoroughfare, and as you do, the door is closed and sit out with an out of service sign hastily scribbled on there. Like what you've said is
Nice.
overstimulated Rose. She is done for the day.
my poor
That's
baby.
I'm gonna leave a note. It's just like, don't worry, I'll send her by.
As we leave the
I'm not
room,
leaving
I
that. I'm not
assume
leaving
I
that.
see Goran running away to get sending stones. I would just be like,
Okay,
I
I'll be back tomorrow.
I talked to Reberel.
Yeah.
Big
no need.
information to share. I say we take it over your dinner, your guys' dinner.
I would appreciate that. I also want to make sure that I am caught up on all of the tea that's been happening here.
Well, I think the tea that I've been served by Reberel might be more of importance to you
That's
than
for
relationship drama going on at the keep.
Yeah. Also, Rabrel is the
People
right
here are
nosy.
some of the most interesting people in the world.
Well, after we have a conversation, you can talk to Ravarel about who has been seeking who.
I'm not going to talk to Rabrel about.
Well, if
For
anyone would know, he
context,
would know.
We did bring Rabrel with us to the tent. Remember?
Did we?
I was like, hey, is this... I don't know, is it... I forget if we determined if Rabrel...
No, we.
I
I
guess
feel
we
like
didn't-
he
we
was
didn't
doing
mention that.
something.
He was in the middle of
Yeah, I felt like we left him
If
to
you
do his bit. Sure.
wanted to bring him with you, I can say that he would have been brought with you, but none
no.
of the conversation
This
you
time,
had necessarily needed to involve him at the moment. So if you want to leave
True,
him
I feel like-
if you want to leave him in the library, you could just come back to him. Because he's not
Yeah,
going
I
to
feel like we could relay the information that is necessary.
So, where would I have been during all this? Would I be with one of these groups, or would I have
You
just
were with
been all
Caroline.
alone?
Wherever you want.
wherever you want
Oh.
to be. Yeah, wherever you want to be. Do you want to be in this group? Or
Yeah.
you want to go do something else?
Well, because I have no idea, because I'm... Like, I've gathered we're at the keep, but that's
Yep.
about as much as I've gathered.
So
We just arrived, basically.
actually, no. So I need to tell
Yeah,
you a
but
little
that's
bit
good.
more of
Well-
what happened, just to kind of give you a quick recap. You guys made it back home. You spent some time in Stolshi. Starry had a date with Caroline's sister that you missed, and then
That I knew.
and then after you guys left there, you went to Ergmont, met up with Chantel, had a conversation with her about what's been going on. Only you weren't there for that conversation. You were outside engaging with some of the other barbarians, or talking with probably somebody else. But eventually you would have made your way back to the tent where they were talking, only to find out that there was an invisible barrier there, you couldn't get in, and then you tried breaking it down and nothing was happening, until eventually you saw the tent rupture, because one of your party members turned into a giant fuck-off ape, and you saw Veer attacking the rest of your party. They fought him off for a bit, Chantel was dead for a little while, but they managed to survive, the barrier went down, Chantel was revived, and that's where you all are.
Okay, so...
After
Last
all
time
of that
on Dragon
happening,
Ball
you've
Z.
now come to the keep. Same day.
Yes.
Well,
Yep.
I will first off put out a kudos to you, Riley, because that was a very cool way to keep a PC who wasn't present out of the fight. I like that.
We could have all died. I'm be so real with you. There was
It would
things
have been funny if
he
Jack
did
T was the
essentially.
last member of Blue and Black. Would have been funny.
It's like, well, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Are you caught up now?
Yeah. No.
Nice.
So who do you want to talk to? Rabrel or Naivara, or do you want to do something else? Talk to someone else.
I have. If I would say I was just with one of you. I'll flip a coin for that because I have no idea what else I would have wanted to do right now.
I mean, that
I
doesn't
know you
matter
were
then.
aura farming while we had conversation. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
that doesn't
I'll just
matter
be in this new group, and who I was with earlier it doesn't matter because I don't know the whole
Yeah,
conversation
well, you're,
anyway.
you're all together now, except for
Schrodinger's Jack, you know.
except for Goran, who went
Right.
off to go back to Netflix's shop. Netflix isn't in town either, by the way.
I'm gonna say I was. Oh wait, Netflix
Maybe.
isn't.
He's not in town.
No.
Oh, did we hear where Nephius went, or just not in
No,
town?
just
So-
out.
Well, so you were with Goran.
He's
he
being
tried
a
to he
businessman.
tried to have a conversation with Rose. Rose was like, he's out, and then you know how neurodivergent people are when it comes to direct eye contact and intense conversation, and also, hey, that person you really like is gonna come by earlier, and it's like, okay, cool, insert gay panic here.
Yeah, Mason, you can relate to Gay Panic a lot.
Mason get thanks all the time.
I think I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that because I don't fully understand the question. So I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Regardless, you're here now. Netflix is out of town, but you can go speak to pretty much anybody else. What would you like to do?
Well, my two people are out of town. The Rock and Nephius are both not here,
Yep.
so I'll just follow whoever. I don't care.
Let's
The
go.
Rock, crazy.
The Rock is my favorite character in this campaign so far, and no one can tell me otherwise.
The Rock has saved me multiple times.
The thought
Like,
of the
you
Rock
say
has
it like-
saved me multiple
You
times.
say it like a 14-year-old girl talking about Oasis. The Rock, he saved my life. No,
I mean, accurate.
Just
Dwayne,
ran.
Dwayne,
I
Dwayne,
miss
Dwayne,
Dwayne.
John.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Dinner gathering.
Illikin. I was gonna say Illikin, Kadrith, Starry. You guys have been quiet. Do you guys want to? Is there anything you guys would like to do at the keep? Either with the party or away from them. You guys have a little bit of downtime, so if you'd like, you can do whatever you'd like within that downtime to kind of fill some of the space up before the meal is had and before you all sit down for proper conversation.
I guess I could do perception training.
Sure. I'll say it's easy enough to do, and while you're with the other people that are training, or even if you go find, like, Brovis up on the wall, it's easy enough to ask for some assistance, and the training can be had. Go ahead and I'll say, is that all you want to do, or do you want to just complete a couple hours and then do something else?
That's it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and say that we'll give you the full 6 hours, and we'll call it there.
6 hours?
We're gonna say, because I wasn't actually present and able to chime in every conversation, I'd say I was just off doing my training, my wisdom training. That way I wouldn't have missed any conversation.
Well, it wouldn't have like necessarily mattered one way or the other as far as like that goes, because not enough time had spent for that training. But you could find, like, if you wanted to do some of your wisdom training with like somebody who's proficient with those kinds of boards, things like that, probably would have hit up maybe Lyle Tier on a time when he's not currently addressing weapons to help you with some wisdom training. We'll say that's fine enough.
Yeah, I figured that's just more useful of that time.
Forge training with a wisdom training with a forge cleric. Let's go. Go ahead and mark off. We'll say for the sake of this, it's just 6 hours.
Okay. Where is my hours? Bum ba dum bum bum. There it is.
Okay. And then, was there anything anybody else would like to do? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Guess not.
Illikin, are you still there? Because you are muted. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, just wanted to make sure. I was offering the opportunity to do some side stuff if you wanted to, but if not, then we're gonna move on.
I'm just gonna enjoy finally being back at home base.
Fair enough. As you eventually find yourself, although you manage to like find yourselves wandering around, just kind of idly talking to those around you, reminiscing of good times, stories that are had, and conflicts you've come out of victorious. That's the word. Eventually, food is prepared, and as meals are passed around the camp, it's well-made stews and fresh pork and some breads as well that are kind of out, and you can see like those who have spent the time to make it have put together a like a series of like bowl on plate with everything put together, and it looks like it's well rationed out, but also really well made. Nice almost like fluorescent aromas that come off the stew, but it's really nice. As the meal is had, and you all, wherever you'd like to eat together, are now having this meal, probably around like one of the multiple like campfires, just the night is finally set in. Easy enough to do. You all sit around the camp. Those of you paying attention as well notice like Imogene is in the process of like introducing Bernie to some of the other members and talking back and forth, and you can see Whitlock is taking in the scenery in amazement at his first time seeing the keep, despite what you remember.
Baby.
It's fascinating because you've now seen this twice from him, except Jack. But nevertheless, you see he eventually makes his way over to the forge where he's, interested in the intricacies of like the expertise of Lyle Tier and Eskel, and has his own expertise that he likes to he can work with as far as like intricacies and trinkets, but he doesn't have anything here with that going. Eventually, he finds his way to Peterson's shop, who has now made himself back home, and just kind of enjoys the artificer's intricacies, as it were. And so he has now found himself as a tinkerer here within the camp. Blue on black. As you all sit around, wounded and exhausted from your conflict and excitement and swirl of emotions of the events of today, delicious food is set in your bellies, still eaten by some, but enjoyed by all, as you sit around a campfire.
Beautiful.
Just gather around the campfire.
Star's gonna take in the calm. Star's also gonna take a nice long shower this evening. At some point.
That's real.
Just to get some cleaning alone time. Everybody needs that, self-care.
Yep, easy enough. They're still building the bathhouse, but one is being built.
Is it usable? Part of it? Damn.
Later tonight, bro. Probably.
Mud bath? I don't know.
Riley wants us to be dirty, confirmed?
No,
We
find
have
someone with
prestidigitation.
prestidigitation, yeah.
Go on.
No, my guy.
Yeah, so just the few magic users get to not be dirty. It's just the majority
Yeah,
of
You can
people here are dirty.
prestidigitation other people.
That is
too.
true. You aren't allowed to cast magic on other people. That isn't allowed.
I'll say for the sake
Anyway.
of this, yes, you can use like part of the bathhouse. You may.
No, we'll just find a creek somewhere.
Caroline is
What's
trying
there's
to
a river
catch up
over there.
on all of the tea. She wants to know everything about every interpersonal relationship that's going on in the keep.
Okay, sure. If everybody's okay with that, I'll go ahead and just start word vomiting that bullshit.
It's like NPC
You don't
A and
have to. You
NPC
can't-
G
you guys
have
can't
started
say
dating.
no.
Well, okay, if
I mean,
you guys would like, I can move forward with that. Is that something you're all interested in, knowing what all the NPCs are doing?
Do whatever.
Okay, I mean, if
Um,
not, I'll let you guys have your conversation, and I'll come back to this later with Telia for some side stuff. But if you all want to know all the gossip, what's going on, I can do that too.
Nah, I'm good with that, really. That's me.
Okay.
You can go.
No one's saying no, so I guess word vomit away.
Didn't
Yeah,
Tobias just
fair,
say... Okay, alright.
No, I'm just presenting my slight disinterest, but I'm not saying don't do it.
Okay.
I have slight
I'll do it
disinterest, but I
then,
haven't
I'll
been
do
here
it.
for the whole thing. So I don't know.
I'll just go down the list what I have here. As far as Child goes, you can from the gossip as you've gathered and from checking in with her, she doesn't do as much as she used to. Since her death, she's had a lot of like issues that she's like coming to terms with as far as like traumas and anxiety with everything going on. Death is a hard thing to go through, and it's not fun. You can see that Child.
hmm.
She was the Wave the Elements
Monk.
tiefling from the Arctic Wastes.
So, I have a question for this because this is a part I missed.
Sure.
As I remember that session, we didn't make it the child in time. So was that something that happened in the rewind?
No, she still died in the rewind, but the issue is coming back. There was more powerful magic put upon her that allowed her to come back. And it
Okay,
was much more
that's what I was
toxic.
asking because like I missed the idea. I thought child was dead and buried.
Not buried.
Yeah.
You
So
guys,
that-
you guys gentle reposed and brought that body with you. The entire trip.
I could not remember how far that went. I just remember a gentle repose, and then my memory ends.
Okay.
Yeah, we resurrected Child in the same session that we brought back Spot, I think.
No, because I would have been there for that.
No, Spot came back first. So, continuing
Never
on.
mind, I guess.
You can see that training is conducted by a number of people. Primarily Defiant and Virlen, though Trix has also helped with the training when she's not on watch or skulking in one of the shadows at night. Since she doesn't really have an interest in interacting with people, she doesn't talk with much of anyone. Other gossip that's happened is you know that Thomas Stone is stuck on the wrong side of the war, but so is Detective Shea, who is, last you've heard, in Ethos. Further, Flicker, you can see, though she doesn't talk about it much when you were engaging with her, she was happy to reminisce with you about the times you've had in your early adventures, Caroline. But she mentions about her happiness and about being satisfied despite being the last of her tribe, finding a new tribe here, a new found family. And both Brovis and his son have welcomed her into their family. Nyavara is still running things as far as it goes, and you can see that a lot of the people that you've brought into this wonderful place with all your strays respect her as the leader in your absence. Though even in your presence, she's still regarded as a very successful leader. You remember back when she first started and being worried and almost feeling like Eldasarai's assistant, but in his absence, she thrived. She was thrown into a situation where she sank or swam, and she decided it was time to learn and swim. And you get the sense that the last time that she had talked with Elda was probably one of the few times when he wasn't around you all, freely traveling around the world as he does on occasion. But she's content with her position now. Though she wouldn't mind more free time.
Same.
Peterson, being back in his hut, has never been happier. Well, he has. There was the time he discovered the vault, and he's never been happier than that. And he can't wait to figure out where this last piece of the Tyrrhenian vault is, but he doubts he's going to find it in Condolia. As far as all that goes, he still has the one vault key, the majority of the second one, the one in Tyrrhenian, and the third one that only has a single piece, but hopefully more can be found on that front. He's wondering if you're going to take him with you on your next adventure or not. He hasn't figured out if there's going to be vault memorabilia there or not, but if you want him, you could probably convince him that, yeah, we're going to be hunting for vaults, and he'll sign the fuck up. Otherwise, he's happy in his shop, tinkering away at little intricacies and projects and ways that he can further benefit the security of the keep and the fortress itself. And that's kind of where he wants to be when he's not focused on the vaults. And because you have Whitlock, work up on that front goes a lot easier. The two have an intricate way of interacting with mechanics and pieces and like little bits and pieces that make these magnificent machines. Vigilus, for example, is a creation that was made by Whitlock. And you can see he fits right into Peterson's shop. If not stepping on Peterson's toes, because Peterson wants the credit for fucking everything. Rose has done well. She's mostly isolated, similar to Trix, but she focuses more on her studies of the arcane rather than the natural. She does still have druidic practices and tries to incorporate them in her methods of spellcasting, though she is a wizard through and through. She is satisfied with her position, and people kind of regard her as the go-to when it comes to questions on magic. She doesn't have all the answers, but she's happy to help where she can. And where she doesn't have the answers, typically, Conrad does. Or, yeah, Conrad.
How do you spell her name?
Rose, R-O-S-E.
Oh, okay.
Conrad typically has the
Like
answers.
the flowers.
Though his studies are definitely more arcane, more indulged desires than anything else. He has proven himself to be a relatively valuable asset here in the keep. What arcane questions Rose doesn't know, he most of the time does. And where he can't, he typically tries to figure out what those answers might be. He's furthered his standing here by trying to make sure that the library has knowledges to research from what he is able to put from pen to paper. He likes to tell stories and keep spirits up, even helping keep a lot of your team motivated. And it's been pretty valuable. Seems like we made the right choice bringing him along so far. Though you still don't really know if he's got ulterior motives, he's at least proving himself valuable for now. Reese is more sociable than ever, and he has a lot of different voices that he now comes across and is able to kind of call upon and bring out. Though oddly enough, Reese has always, tried to shadow under someone. When you first met him, he was always following Wynel. And when Wynel died, you took him in, and he always seemed kind of lost. He tried being a messenger for a while, and that only got him so far. But even still, his prayers are at least somewhat useful. And as far as keeping with the needs of what's going on, he's made himself a space where he can help those, keep them restored, and fix broken limbs, and his own little medical wing of the compound is to his own. Though when he's not focused on that, you can see he's kind of wandering around, and typically you see he kind of follows around Girthal. There's not a lot to him that matches, that gives him any kind of inkling to what he could do, but Girthal's one of those ones that's quiet enough and isolated enough that he's interesting to those who want something like that, but he talks enough that he's engaging. And it's just kind of that nice little balance for what Reese wants to follow. Girthal's fit in relatively well. Though he does still have a relatively cold demeanor to everyone around him, he's starting to warm up here and there. And you can see he's a little more wary of people that come in and out, and tries not to show his face around any one of the training members. He still wants to keep himself isolated from that. And so while soldiers are training, you're not likely going to find him. When you do find him, he's usually up on the wall, isolated, but in the dark, mingling with others. He too recounts tales of what he knows from the wastes and from what he knows of his father and his family. Though he's not once been he's not once been keen on bringing up or revisiting why he was exiled. Still, everyone else seems to be fitting in pretty well. There are rumors of the last member that you've brought into this group, not including Finn or Imogene or Bernie, who are now... Well, Finn being back on the boat is one thing, but Imogene and Bernie are mingling with everybody else, and they're talking, and... Bernie's definitely the tourist type. She's very eager to help, even when she's not great at the whole helping part, and you can see she's taken an interest on maybe training some of the soldiers in more exotic ways of fighting. Her abilities are mostly based on the Arctic magics of the wastes, as well as the unorthodox fighting style of using a whip, or climbing up a wall and using a bow. But regardless, her knowledge on the field is still useful, in the sense that she could help find pinpointing weak points and helping them in that front. Imogene, also keeping up in high spirits, has become sober. She doesn't drink, and she tries to keep others in high spirits with stories and even reminisces about her old life. She's happy, or at least content. Beyond that, there is one more. Sandra. Sandra is not at the keep, though you hear rumors of her endeavor, her escapades. She's looking out for any kind of rumors that might come across or creep up on the shorelines of the port cities in the Alliance. She's looking for answers. She's looking for any key that could bring her, any rumor or point that could bring her towards finding the rock. He's still MIA, and there's no telling where he is. Last you saw him at sea. I guess I did need to mention one more thing. Upon further investigation, it was mentioned that Sabathil was confronted one final time by Zalin and all of his friends down there when they were last in the undergrounds of Enselham. Zalin hadn't mentioned Sabathil to you, but he had crossed paths. Upon the mention, Imogene recalls that day, that conflict. How Zalin had negotiated his way from direct confrontation with Nicolette. Swift negotiations, trading of gear, and then they were off. Sabathil was a different story. She doesn't remember why he was out there, what the purpose of him was, but he was working with the Empire. And one of their party members, a man whose name was Karis Mulcaster, struck him down. He's no longer a threat to the Keep of Blue on Black and your friends. Though his reasonings for joining you, now that he's gone and your soon-to-be journey back to Gondolia, you wonder if things could have been different. Guess the answers are missing.
So I have two things after that recap. One of them I've already forgotten. I had it like 30 seconds before I opened my mouth, and it's gone now.
A notepad, my
Should've
guy.
written it
Grab a
down.
notepad.
Well, it was 30 seconds. Either way, first thing that came to mind, didn't we establish that Girthal also read the book? And that's also where his powers are coming from?
Correct.
Okay. I wanted to make sure my memory was correct on that.
Mm-hmm. He is a warlock whose powers do derive from the wastes, among other things.
Yeah.
He's my Iceman.
Yeah, you have an ice man and an ice girly now. Yeah, one of each. All of
No, just
Bernie's
missing out.
powers are Arctic as well.
Love one, love a girl.
I mean, Iceman's all fine
I
and
was
dandy,
Lava Girl,
but no one's ever
but
going
then
to
I
live up
said
to
no.
Goose. Nobody can live up to Goose. It's okay.
Let me know when you remember what you were going to say, the second thing.
Yeah. So carry on for now. If I remember, I'll chime in.
Sure.
Okay. I think I wrote all of it down.
If not, you'll go back in the VOD.
Oh, right. The second thing was for Caroline,
Here we go.
Yes.
because I had a discussion with Story about this, because I when we were in I've already forgotten his name again. The Demon Alliance dude in Tyrinian. We went through his labyrinth house.
Yes.
So,
In that house of horror.
oh great note keeper. Did someone not find a gun of like a demon gun in that house? I remember this.
There was a
I
gun.
do not remember this.
I'm pretty sure there was a gun. That
I-
sounds familiar.
I remember somebody finding it, but I thought it was Story.
Oh, queer.
Wasn't it? It was Spot and Cadris.
I
the
don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
We did definitely go to the armory.
We didn't find no gun.
I remember somebody grabbing a gun and saying they took it, but it's not on anybody's character sheet.
Well, as far as the gun you're considering to the ones that were grabbed inside Netherresa's mansion, it didn't seem magical, it just seems like a gun. But I mean, I do have it.
Still gun.
Oh, so it
Yeah,
is.
What?
Well, there shouldn't be anything infernal.
So you do
about this
remember what
one.
I'm talking about.
Well, obviously, yes.
So what the fuck? You told me no like 3 times.
Well, yeah, I was lying
For fuck's sake.
intention. No, I definitely do have a strange firearm, but
Okay.
I do not.
I was
recall
just trying to
anything
remember
infernal
who,
about it.
because I did have it as a distinct possibility in my head that I got you and Braga mixed up again.
Well, okay, racist. But I mean, what do you want with it?
No, I was just trying to confirm my knowledge that it actually exists.
Or
I
as
mean, if you want it, I'm not gonna use it, and I haven't tried using it.
you know how to use a gun?
I've seen and at the same time not seen Avelith use one.
Oxide knows how to use guns.
I mean, I could probably figure it out. They usually I'll pull it out and I'll be like, they hold it like this, and then they
Okay,
press.
I
like,
take the
this
gun
thing.
out of his hand.
I've already pressed the button. It's too late. If it's loaded, I just fired it. Okay. Yeah, they do like this, and then I don't know.
And then
I imagine
bang!
it's
Oh,
like-
damn it, that was the cook.
I imagine it works like a cannon, where you have to put balls in it for it to fire.
Well, we've just said strange firearm. We don't
you
know.
will watch as he flags your entire fucking team one by one.
Yeah, give me that.
Okay. Well,
I mean, maybe Oxide can teach you if you want to learn.
not sure. I mean, if we're
I
planning
could.
to anti-magic Brockaware, I do
Or
need
Jack
new
can.
weaponry. Because if we're anti-magic in Brockaware, we're also anti-magicking me.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean,
That's why I needed to beseech the note keeper, because I know in game there is no reason I should have had that knowledge. So I was trying to make sure I'm not going crazy.
Well,
Yeah. But yeah, I might look into that. Yeah, I didn't spell it right, Celia.
No.
No, you're proud
No,
of
he
yourself
spelled
for
it
pointing out
funny.
that I spelled strange
He
wrong.
spelled it funny. You
How do you spell it?
Spell it with a B
Stop.
instead of an N.
Fucking idiot.
They're right next to each other on the keyboard.
It's like strange and strawberry.
Yeah. Look.
Strawberry.
Yes, actually, I have this and I'm gonna pull out of my bag of folding.
We
A
don't
10-foot pole of immortality.
I wish.
What that would mean, I don't know.
No, I have this. I have this light crossbow, but I would like to switch it out for some other ranged weapon. If anyone has one that they're not using.
Look at my rifle. Like, well, I kind of wanted it now, but I mean, I
can't use
guess.
that one
Why not?
because I don't know how to use a gun.
Yeah, you kind of need a special proficiency for that.
They're weird.
Well, it's just like using a crossbow, ain't it?
No.
No.
In my 160 some odd years in this land, I have only seen one of those the last year and a half.
That's not true.
That is true.
I
The
mean,
first time I saw it was at the Forged Phoenix.
I mean,
because
Riley,
Outside made one.
firearms are a fairly new invention, are they not?
Unknown by most people. They are an exotic weapon type, and they're only actually proficient in the case of those who have okay, for example, Vaelith is proficient with firearms because she's manufactured them before and actively uses them in her combat style. Peterson is not proficient with firearms. He doesn't focus on them. His focus is more on the magic and arcane and the secrets of the world. Oxide is proficient with firearms because he helped build them, and a lot of his knowledge was actually eldritch in nature. It's really dependent on where your knowledge comes from or where your focus is, whether or not you're proficient in it.
Well, what would the proficiency be? It's not like just martial
Firearms.
weapons.
Yeah,
It has to be
firearms
firearms.
is a
Yeah.
proficiency.
I noted.
Yeah.
I know this because I have it.
Well, if you have it, then you might as well have this. I'll hand it over.
You giving him
Yeah,
a
I was
berry and a
just
gun?
curious about. I was curious about it because I'm the only one in the party that can actually fucking use it.
And also, as I'm handing it, I'm gonna hand it with me holding the stock pointed directly at Jack. Like how you would hand the knife in the most unsafe way.
I will grab it by the barrel while pulling his arm down.
Finally, an American with firearms proficiency again. I missed this.
I am now thinking of the Cowboy Pepe meme where he's like firing the guns in the air cowboy style.
Okay.
I have it as one of my emotes, but I don't have Nitro anymore, so
How we gotten with the dinner conversation?
I want to.
We're sitting around the fire eating dinner right now.
We're sitting around the fire,
Yeah.
singing our fire campfire song.
Yeah.
Yes,
You've had
thank you
this
for finishing my thought.
conversation, and then if you'd like to bring it to the main one at hand, go for it.
Yes, I would like to do that. With the information that I've been served by both Naivara, that we all were there for, right? Not we talked to Naivara, that's the name, right? Just out of character.
Navarra is correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I
job.
forget their names sometimes. With the information, and also with a little bit of information I've been gathering from Rabrel, I would, from like the options that we have been served, I will explain the Rabrel, of course, later. But from the options that we've been served by Naivara, I say that we go to Candolia first. Even though we don't have a lot of time, as Naivara explained, and that they're gonna have to attack the north or the south eventually, and we definitely want to be there for one of those raids.
Yes.
I do think that that problem, and I'm gonna point at Starry's neck, is gonna be a problem with the fact that Rabrel has informed me that the theory that Goran had earlier today about Brokavir needing multiple spellcasters to do his big spell is a reality. That Rabrel was once like.
So you think the
I'm
devil that is dealing with him will serve Veer?
No, I am just saying that if Brokavir is looking for powerful spellcasters, a devil who might have control of our biggest spellcaster will be a problem. I don't know how Brokavir would come in contact with the devil, but if Brokavir potentially makes a deal with his devil, that could mean Starry's subserviency to Brokavir. And I think that's a huge problem in this case.
I think
Like,
your
if
theory is a
Brokavir
bit of a
knows-
long shot, but
Well, if
definitely
Brokavir
plausible.
knows that one of the strongest wizards in the land is under the control of a devil, which he
He
has.
doesn't necessarily know that.
Well, he's obviously been scrying on us and has scryed on us. All he needs is for that to have been part of the conversation as he's scrying.
Are you calling me a liability?
No, I'm calling her a liability. I'm
So
saying,
by extension, yes.
I would be saying if there was like some sort of switch in me that would make me subservient to Brokavir, I would have wanted that removed immediately. Or me removed immediately. But I would not suggest removing you, of course. Well, I would only suggest removing me because I'm the one that was to be removed in that case. And I feel that possibly, yes, it's not maybe time sensitive, but as Naimara presented, our purposes in Candolia will be harder after this attack.
Go big or go home.
I hope you realized
And I don't really intend on going home anytime soon.
I hope you realized I never explained the wishes for working with Veer.
What'd you say?
I never shown wishes to working with Veer.
No, but I am saying that you do owe your life in this situation to a magical deity that we know tend to not be good in nature and would definitely sell you out to a more powerful wizard for whatever other gain they would like.
That is true, but
But can you resist the devil? Because I imagine it's a kind of a contract-abiding thing, being brought back to life.
just sort of a verbal contract, yes.
And if
but
you break it,
who knows?
I assume he would die.
One way to find out.
exactly. And in this situation, I assume that if Starry was forced to work with Rhea, he would say no, which could cost him his life.
Of course.
And in that case, I feel like this neck thing should definitely be dealt with.
It will be dealt with. Yeah,
Well, it's a
I've
question
been-
of time.
I've been
still.
given more than life. I've been giving answers as well. I know that if I travel to Condolia, I'll be given information about my father.
Very true.
That's much of why I decided to take it. Of course I'd rather be here, but being here and gaining something,
But you're doing something for her too, though, right? When we go to Condolia?
yeah, I owe her a big one, but in Condolia, possibly. Not exactly sure where.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, isn't it? Like, we don't know what you have to do when you get to Candolia, really. It's just go there, and it'll be cool, don't worry about it. Like, that's the concern. We aren't 100% sure what her motivation is, and because we don't know that, the risk, well, pretty high, don't you think?
I'm just saying, if there was an
I
easy
don't.
way to pay off this debt, I think if it's monetary or if it's an objective to add to our long list of objectives, I think it would be worth the time. Or valuable.
So you think we should prioritize Starry's deal?
I don't.
Yes, I am saying that it would be, as it seems, Condolia is the place where stuff would go down with the devil. And also, of course, Star's family. And as Nervaris exclaimed, our attempts at anything will be harder after the assault on either the south or the north.
While I do agree
Yeah.
that ventures in Candolia are important, I believe if we take our leave to Candolia now, the
war
situation
might as well
here
be
may
lost.
become untenable. Like, if we do
Yeah.
not act now, the Empire will have too much time to gather their forces. If we don't act, we lose.
I do realize that, but as Navarra explained, she did exclaim that if we had business to attend to Condolia, we should do it now, explaining that we have a window of time in her mind. I don't know how long it is.
We could still do our ventures in Candolia. They would just have added risk.
Well, yeah.
And we
I'm gonna-
would probably...
And if we could accomplish one of these objectives in Kylen-Jaal, hell, if we can take out one of these sins in the process, they could probably make a lot more progress without us.
And it would make the war situation a lot more complicated for them if we were to make it harder for them to be able to, if they have to remass forces from one location to the other. Has the
I see your
potential of
points.
being-
I feel like the benefits of us acting in the war outweigh the added difficulty we will be creating in Candolia.
I do again, I see your points, but I would just. This is more of an information to Starry himself. But if he says we should prioritize attacking the south or the north, I will, of course, be a part of that. In which case, I would like to go for the south and Nicolette. But that's another topic.
What do you think, Starry?
This is me smiling, not sorry.
No, Starry's still giddy about his date. He's having trouble concentrating.
No, he's not. He's in focus mode right now.
So you're not giddy about the date. You're not excited about the fact
boys.
that
He already has ADHD. Don't fucking distract him anymore. Starry.
I like Scott's idea.
You think we should? Okay.
That's.
That was kind of the opposite of
That
my
was
idea.
Scott's
But
idea.
That was my idea.
but that's fine. You got the gist.
Or
of
someone
it.
other than Spot.
He meant
Spot was saying we should get up and go.
Spot wants to move to Condolia and not involve ourselves in the war until after
Right
we get
now.
Yeah, right now. What Jack and Goran have mentioned is involving ourselves in the war outweigh the risks and increase in difficulty that'll come with going to Candolia.
Okay, go backwards. You haven't said anything yet. Now make your decision.
Yeah, I think helping the war now is more important.
Very well.
Illikin, Kadrith, any interjections?
I lean towards intervening in the war.
I'm all for saving my homeland. You don't even need to ask.
Plus.
Means kicking their butts.
You're
out
not
of my
muted,
homeland. Yeah,
really.
let's hear it.
Any other thoughts or ideas? And I look around the room in case anyone has anything else to say.
Arya
Any-
kind
anything
of
good?
chimes in. I think it's probably better we deal with the war first. Help them out here and then leave.
Plus, we've got a secret weapon docked off the coast, so our difficulties may be easier. Added difficulties may be easier than we think.
Yeah,
That's
the boat is docked in
fair.
the north.
Well, that's majority for the war
I
effort.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds like
I
Condolia
think
can wait
it's
a
very
bit.
unanimous.
Question is now,
No.
do you attack the north or the south?
I say south.
What was
We can get there
Say south?
quicker.
what was the target in the north again? The city.
No.
You're-
Yes, Clementine and the teleportation circle in Blood Peak Mountain Pass in the mines.
Yes.
That
And what's the
on
target
our
in the
side,
south?
We're the only ones that know about.
In
Nicola.
the in the
specifically.
south, it's Nicolette, and we're trying to push back to the river to gain a more
Yeah.
defensible point.
From the river to the sea.
Okay, maybe I'm stupid, but I don't see any of the places on the map.
So
So
yeah,
if we're looking at the map from here,
Here,
so
if I may.
if you look at the maps channel,
You're looking at the map,
Uh,
right, Kevin?
Yeah.
So, Nicolette is in Koltovs, and she's orchestrating majority of the forces out here in the south. She's not yet pushed past the current border, but it's likely that she could if given enough time, effort, and soldiers. Your target in the north in Blood Peak is around that contested land there. there's mention of the teleportation circle, and if Nicolette's running the forces, or like is the general in the general of the forces in the south, the only other person that could be running the forces in the north is Clementine, since she's the only one that had have the qualifications. A much weaker general, but a much more formidable foe, especially alone. That said,
okay.
There's mention of what some of your party have mentioned, a teleportation circle that was found the last time you guys were in Blood Peak. And so you could use that to your advantage to help the forces push northward and behind enemy lines. And if you secure the north, if you threaten the north, they'll have to divert forces from the south. But if you don't deal with Nicolette, she will be a threat later. And she's already a threat now.
I think, personally, it would be better to take out the south, push her back across the river, because it's a lot harder to attack into a big mountainous area, and B, if we push them back across the river and they try to attack us, they have to attack us across the river, which is really fucking hard. So I say we do the south first.
There's a lot going on. I'm trying to write it down here. Where's the point in the south and north? I could not find it on the map when you were talking.
All the way to the north, all the way to the south.
Do you see where the red
That's
line
names
is?
of people.
Got it.
Yeah, those are names of people.
I mean, I can show you, but I wonder if you will look at the stream.
Where are we going?
Do you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Do you see my cursor? This is where we're talking about attacking if we go north. This is where we're talking about attacking if we go south.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
It is as north or as south as possible.
My thoughts would be to the north. For the south seems more like it would be a proper military push, whereas the venture in the mountains seems like we would be conducting more of a strike force mission to jumpstart the push. And if we can take the mountains in the north, not only does that give us a new, stronger position on the other side, more defensible, but it diverts forces from the south, meaning that push in the south will then be easier.
I agree. That's the same idea. We also need to deal with...
Because right now, fighting up the mountain is not the most... It's not an ideal fight. So if we can push past the mountains and make them do the same, gives us quite the edge.
Yes, we also have the teleportation circle.
Yeah, if we can find that teleportation circle, that massively jumpstarts our ability to establish the line.
Very, very true. I mean, it's also the idea that instead of blue and black being on the front lines, it can more like the so-called back lines. I mean, wouldn't be off the table just suggesting an assassination attempt of Nicolette. Straight up. Without the commander, the war. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Without Nicolette at the head, first of all, the siege of the city would be terrifically easy. And also, the Indonesian Empire losing one of its strongest generals. I mean, I only see pluses. But yes, the teleportation circle would be great indeed.
I see more long-term gain in the north.
Agree. It'll get us a better position for the future.
I also see Nicolette's position next to the blue and black keep, which is...
Well, yes, but if we take the position in the north, she then loses forces.
True,
her forces will be diverted.
Counterattack is always an opportunity, you know? With our forces up in the north.
So, with this back and forth, let's let other people gain some initiative here in their insight.
Very true.
Caroline, Illikin, Goran.
I think that it's important for us to... Well, look, if we are looking to cause them to divert forces, we would need to sustain some attacks in the north, right? it's also important for us to gain some kind of foothold to give them a dilemma, essentially. In my opinion, it's fairly simple for us to down here in the south, we have a natural defensive position. I guess on both sides we do, but with the Blood Peak Mountains, it would be more defensible. We'd have to push all the way to the river with a massing of forces. But before we make any decision, I think it's important for us to understand exactly how the lines are falling, as it were. If I was to imagine, as far as logistics go, Kultov is probably going to be the hub, but the lines for supply in the Blood Peak Mountains are further back. Essentially, what we are posed with is our own dilemma. They will be able to mass forces and supply and move faster here because they have a natural defensive location they can fall back to in the south. However, the mountains in the north, well, small teams, climbing gear, can make a hell of a day for the right people or the wrong people, with a little bit of explosives and, well, initiative. Depending on how quickly that strike force can be ready, it might be worth just trying to cause hell up north. Show some face, day or two. See if we can convince them that that is going to be our offensive location. And when the lines are going to move in the south, we come back immediately. Divert forces and push. Fucking push hard. Strain their supply lines even harder. It's also important for us to keep the context that the North is naturally going to be weaker. They just took the cities, effectively. They're further away from Ethos. So, the South will be the strongest front.
And anything we can do to weaken that front should be welcome.
Well, what if we could weaken it before we take it without attacking the north? How much naval power do we have access to?
Mm-hmm.
That is an excellent question. I have another question.
We have
really
two
important.
boats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
two boats.
guys have two boats. Which are
We would have
much
to
do they
petition
have?
the Alliance for anything more, which
how much do they
is
have?
political red
You
tape,
don't know.
which would take time.
They haven't made that public knowledge to the Keep It Blue on Black, given that you're not fully aligned with their mission at the moment.
Yeah, how much do we know how much the enemies have?
Also
Empire?
no. Those of you who
Okay.
have experienced their naval fleet know they have the capacity to move from the South Drolkish port with pretty great efficiency. But naval combat anywhere in the north against them, especially in Plurivan, is not viable. They're not attacking you on the naval fronts, and trying to climb the arduous mountainsides of the north is not going to not going to gain anything fruitful. Maybe you make it up there after a very long and difficult travel, but nobody's scaled those cliff sides with the intent of attrition and survived. That's not a very... You'd be climbing up there with all of your gear up these incredible heights and really difficult scales, hopefully with the rest of your team, assuming they all make it, and then fighting without any kind of reinforcements.
I believe,
I was
if
just
I'm not
thinking
mistaken,
of
What,
that point.
what I'm getting
Oh,
at
sorry.
is the naval front is protected on the north, and it's pretty advanced deployment on the south, where it would be relevant.
So my thinking is, because we control the land entrance basically to Koltovs, or we essentially do if we just push to the lake or push to the river. If we use the Navy to cut off the entrance to that river, then they won't be able to supply their troops in Koltovs at all.
Yeah. If we
Effectively,
are,
we could
but
make a couple small moves and try and hold them at siege, and that leaves us open to attack the north if we want.
yeah.
Because without supplies, they probably wouldn't go on the offensive.
The difficulty
Yeah,
I
if we
see
are
with that is only that if we hold them at siege and then try to go attack the north, yes, we could find the teleportation circle, but I believe that siege would have too many of our forces wrapped up, so we would have none left to actually take advantage of said teleportation circle.
Hmm.
If
is
I'm not
true.
mistaken, I believe that's what Navarro was trying to tell us, but I'm unsure.
So, that being said, I don't have a vote for Illikin or Goran or Caroline yet.
I'll pass around little
Um,
pieces of paper.
I'm
Right
keeping-
down south or north?
I'm keeping track.
Yeah. I mean, I'm impartial to either. I was just trying to state the benefits and the retractions for each.
Well,
Okay,
there's
so
an
you're
odd
in-
number of players here, so everyone needs to vote. As the dungeon master, I need everybody to vote. Because I'm not going to have Arya come in as a swing vote.
I'm
Arya's
saying
not
south.
here. She's abstained. So here's what I have so far. Jack, Steele, and Starry have voted to attack the north. Spot and Kadrith have voted to attack the south, and the three of you have yet to give me your input. Though, Goran, you've given me your input, you haven't given me much of anything on either side.
Hey guys,
I would-
remember it's not left versus right, it's top versus bottom.
I would probably put
are correct.
Goran's vote as a one vote on each, so it's still tied.
No, we don't get that.
Okay.
Caroline, do you have anything to add to this?
The only arguments I have for either are selfish.
I mean,
Then that's fine.
Those are arguments.
And then
If
you're gonna
Caroline
vote
would
on
like to
selfish
present
basis
them?
anyway.
Present them.
Selfishly, I want to set them back in the north because that puts Blackstone in a safer position.
That's a valid reason.
Okay.
I don't hold it against you.
We're also,
I
at
mean-
least some of us are familiar with the mines and with where the teleportation circle is and with the mountains.
We've all been at the teleportation circle, right? Dabba 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 go.
campaign 1 has,
Only
We've-
campaign 1.
not including Kadrith.
We
Well,
went there?
Only us four have been there, Starry. When we got Dante, remember? Wasn't it when we got Dante in the slave camp?
Almost, but he used that teleportation circle to leave.
Well, yeah.
And then I fell down an
Still,
elevator.
I'm
chute
right.
thingy.
It's the slave camp.
Nah, I remember that.
So,
Yeah.
and Caroline makes a good point there. In that, in the north, they're positioned to attack Blackstone, Graydon, Lythar, and even Stolshi. Much larger cities, putting much more innocent civilians at risk.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, Jen told us Stolshi hasn't seen battle yet. The soldiers that are still in the city are fresh. If they do come under siege.
Well, I believe they could hold their own in a siege, no problem, yes, but regardless of how well you hold in a siege, it always takes a toll on the civilian life.
Yes.
Goran, do you have an actual vote you'd like to put forth?
I think the way that we would be able to get forces diverted from the north, the best, genuinely, would be to retake to the river. It's a hard choice, but
That being said, Illikin,
what is
You are the swing vote.
I actually have one more question. What is the tactical benefits of Blackstone?
Well, that's
Like,
hard
what
to put
does
into
it-
words, isn't it?
Yeah, what is the strategic benefit of Blackstone?
Graydon. The port.
Yeah. Blackstone is
Okay.
kind of a front to hold if we want to keep Graydon.
Okay.
Illiken, are you there?
I mean,
There's an
I'm not one who's very good at strategies.
Same.
Do we know if the barbarians said that they were willing to hold the line as it is right now?
They're holding the line in
Right.
Erdmont and may potentially, like,
Erdmont.
depending on your movements, may push forward into the Goliath tribe lands. Beyond that, they're not going to push their forces any farther.
Oh, well, what would be that determining factor?
Their involvement in the war is to hold the line. They're essentially creating a wall that the Empire now has to fight against, forcing them to either push far north or far south. That was the entire strategy of the Alliance, was to secure Ariawood and secure Erdmont, so that they either had to push north or south, and if they needed to divert forces, it would take them weeks to get the forces from one side to the other. That's the whole point of this push. You're now trying to
Can
decide
I-
whether or not you weaken the forces on the south end or the north end before your trip to Condolia. Because it's been requested of you by Nivara and the Alliance. You've already
Would it
decided.
not be better to defend the south and push north?
To recap one more
if we-
time as well, you know that there are 2 sins that are involved here, like of the 7 sins of the Empire.
Yeah.
There's Nicolette, the general, who is a mastermind of
War.
war and conflict and strategy, and is a threatening presence in the south. Or there is the hunter in the north, Clementine, who is currently leading those in their war efforts north. And she's a savage soldier, to say the least.
I have an idea.
Bougie.
It's up to you whether or not you put your vote towards taking out Clementine and defending the north, or taking out Nicolette and defending the south.
I have a question.
What's up?
Do we have any units that are trained in guerrilla warfare?
Not at the moment, not like fully trained. You also don't have command of Alliance soldiers.
I understand.
Started
I
guerrilla
understand.
warfare.
So what about my
I mean, I can turn into a gorilla.
my gift? I guess direct.
If you wanted to involve your Gith, you could. Most of them are still on the ships, though.
Yeah, they're up north.
Which would be
They are up north on the ship. If you want to involve them in the war, you're more than welcome to. But you have to find people to. You have to find people who are capable of manning the ship if you're sending the Gith to fight.
I have a question. Are the Gith theoretically trained in guerrilla warfare? I would argue that it is entirely possible they would be, because they
I love
have
fighting.
been
Tadrith,
a minority.
I don't think so.
thank you.
Guerrilla
Okay.
warfare? No.
Okay.
Regular warfare.
They may be
is-
trained in warfare. I doubt guerrilla warfare.
Yes, it's also like you're correct that like when they do intrude on the material plane, they have to defend themselves, but they don't fight. They stay hidden. It's only when
Yeah.
they do slaving raids that they fight, and that's more of like hit and run
That-
navy tactics, like marine.
Now-
shit.
Granted,
Then-
Is that of
we could
value
always
here?
involve the ship in the fight to the north, depending on how much we want to give away.
could send
How?
about half of them to the war front. So
We
that
have
way
a
they can
flying
help
ship.
aid the Alliance.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that is a fantastic point. We
Elder
could
said-
That ship could aid us, but that is a very big risk we take if we do it.
And it wouldn't have to be all of the forces. I mean, there's a lot of gift.
A lot's a
Um,
stretch. You have a good number of Gith, but you're still like low end of double digits.
Yeah, like not
We don't have
every
an
gift we
army,
found
have a
came
small
with us.
battalion. But it's more than a few. That's definitely certain.
I would like
Like,
to
not-
mention as well.
Yeah.
When it came to who joined the voyage, some Gith and some Warforged joined the ship. Others stayed behind to train the other Warforged coming into existence. So you don't even have your full Gith at your disposal right now. They all stayed
Yeah.
in the Arctic Waste, helped construct the new airship you guys have, and now those that you have access to now are the 9 or so that are currently helping run the ship at full capacity, alongside the
that's right.
Warforged that came with them.
So we have the strike force that is being assembled
If-
in the north.
Yes, you do have a huge force that's currently being developed in the north, though you're not developing all soldiers, unfortunately.
That's
I
fine.
completely forgot
We-
about the airship. Do we know how much longer that's going to take?
What do you mean?
Airship.
That's done.
Like, yeah, no,
We have
we've already
control of
got
that.
it.
Oh,
It's just
Yeah.
the enemy does not know we have that. That is an extremely new piece of technology, and we are not sure if we want to let them know we have that.
right.
It stays up our sleeves.
I also
So
have
it's our
another-
atomic bomb.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I'll do
we
the
could
murders
use it at any point. We just have to weigh the
In the
risks.
That's
event-
a fat boy, or
We
fat
need
man.
to take out any naval assets. We could always, send in some kind of a raid.
I'll do the one.
Know exactly
Well,
what
and
you're
maybe-
doing there, Goran.
For that,
That's-
for that, it would probably take more planning with alliance forces. It would be a joint effort.
Unfortunately, with where your guys'
Absolutely.
resources are currently dispersed, it's unlikely that what you're thinking of, Goran, is gonna come to fruition without spending a lot
not
of
coming to
time
Pearl
making it
Harbor?
happen. You've already done that
I
once.
think it'd
shut
be
the fuck up.
absolutely amazing. But
Another time. Calm
We'll
down. That's
say,
not. That's
if
not
we-
yet. Not yet. You'll get there.
If we go with my strategy of trying to cut off their supplies in the lake, having an airship that just nullifies their naval power would actually be a really good idea.
How long would it
Would.
take to get the flying boat flying down here?
I
Probably a couple days.
also wanted to know, what about the tree walking skill that one of us possesses?
I
The
mean,
Because we can
Freeze
go.
dry.
travel via plants
Or try.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever. Plans.
Yeah.
There are no
mean, I know it
trees to
requires
speak
us to be
of in
connected.
the Goliath Tribelands or Blood Peak. So
But I mean, there's
Yes,
trees
but there
literally
are trees and
outside
briars.
Yeah.
those mountains. And we have gas mode, so
gas would probably
Yeah,
be
like, we-
a lot faster.
We can get where we need to go regardless.
yeah. So basically, we have a lot of resources in the north that are being concentrated. We have our boat, we have our soldiers, we have a strike force, and a bunch of different stuff.
Should we just
Are
go
we
ahead and
sure?
knock out?
So it's basically we've got a
Some
snake
south.
that we need to deal with in the south. Do we cut the head off that snake now, or do we make it go up north and make it easier to cut that head off later?
Well, the moment we act, Nicolette is going to make a push to try and take Orchid.
Yeah.
That's where the lines
Or
are
out.
right now.
She would still have to deal with the Alliance.
She would
Yeah,
still
the
have to deal with
Alliance
the
Better
forces
to
Alliance.
are
take
not-
her out as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's do we take her out now, or do we weaken her forces and make her easier to take out later? Because
I
if
think
Here's
that is the question
So,
we are posed with.
here's my problem so far. Unless your votes are changing, I have everybody's votes except Illiken.
Sorry.
She is the swing vote.
Goran was trying to ask questions about
Not a
what
question.
resources, and That's the question I wanted to ask.
What's the question?
What do we know about the current composition of the forces in the south along that line? Past the river. Like, what is it looking like?
At the moment, probably pretty similar to what the forces of the Alliance are looking like. Only probably in a greater quantity, and if not a greater quantity, in a much greater position. They have the river to fall back on, as you said before, and they also have Nicolette bolstering them. Like, as long as she's on the field, you guys cannot push past her.
See, the thing is, having a river behind you is not an advantage. Having a river in front of you is an advantage if you're defending. Pushing them into the river would be a disaster for them.
Especially if we are able to cut them off.
From
you see that little peninsula? Yeah, or if we were able to make a push literally along the letters of Pressimore Freelands on the map, if we push forward and manage to just cut them off, we'd essentially have a force that is cut off from major supply lines entirely, has a river behind them, and is stuck on essentially what is an island.
And that would mean, hypothetically, if we got our airship, we could basically Dunkirk them. Right? As they're trying to retreat across the river, we send in the airship and just slaughter them.
We also have an elementalist who could just straight up tsunami them when they get to the river.
Yeah, actually, we literally could cast tsunami on them. And that would be...
Go Arya.
I can also do that.
I was gonna say, the only...
Go ahead, Jack.
There are great benefits to both. The only concern I have with the South would be that, like we said, it is a strong point. They have built a citadel of sorts where this is going to be a stone we break our teeth on. And I'm worried that attacking it straight on now would be a much greater cost of life to take it.
Well, no matter what attack we make, the South is going to be a problem.
Yes.
Like, that's essentially where we're at.
Weaken the South. To weaken her.
But
without having to risk too much time passing, because she could recover.
Well, the goal of the kid is to kill.
Yes, let's kill.
So,
but okay, so
hang on.
The longer they dig in, though, is a problem.
Did I hear that correctly then, Illican? Is your vote for the South? Or are you still undecided?
I don't know how smart it would be, but I prefer chopping the head off immediately.
Okay.
Because cutting the tail to spite the snake is
Then
really going to make the snake
let's go,
bad.
Seth.
Then you guys have voted 4-3 to attack the South.
Let's go, baby.
You can let Nivara know in the morning, and she'll let you know what the battle plan would be.
So, decisions made. But out of curiosity, we've now chosen to attack in the south. Does that mean our attack in the north cannot happen later?
No.
Okay.
It just probably will be more difficult.
Okay.
Or more easy.
It's very possible that you guys manage to accomplish both. The only
It's also
issue
like
you guys
if we
have
beat
is
the shit out of them in the south, they don't have reinforcements good for the north. Like,
I have another point we can
I wanted to mention as well. The only caveat to that, Jack Steele, is time. It's not likely you're going to face both fights in the exact same day. And if you're spending more time here, that's less time you have before Veer's plan goes into motion to take care of everything you need to take care of in Condolia.
Yes.
So it's up to you whether or not you guys do both. You could try, but...
So you're saying there is a potential to where we could just split forces and do both?
Are we splitting the party?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is that what you were saying?
No. No.
Okay. I thought that's what you meant.
I promise you that is not what I was saying.
That's why I wanted to double check.
So, here's my proposal then. We have the strike force up north. If we hold off for just a couple of days, maybe, we'll be able to prepare a little bit more, or at least get a better plan together. And hopefully that strike force is capable enough of holding their own, maybe with a couple of the Gith working with them, in more of a hit and run style tactic. In the mountains, that would be really effective.
Well, I
It's
think
complicated.
maybe, but I think the plan with the strike force was, if we go in the north, we take the teleportation circle, that strike force then immediately teleports through that circle to take advantage of the opening we just made.
Yeah.
I think that's what the plan was.
Correct. That was
Yeah.
the plan.
Who is the strike force in your plans?
The strike
Yeah.
force is the one that we were putting together in Stolshi when we were talking with
Amy?
was it Amy? I don't remember who it was.
Because
Was it
she
Stolshi or was it
asked
Black?
if we could do it.
Well,
yeah, she's only
we
going to
said
send forces up there if you guys are the ones that are doing it.
Yeah, like
we could talk
that,
to her
that
about
force
it.
is not assembled unless we choose to do that plan.
Avengers.
Can we?
But that was-
Okay,
so-
Decision made.
So another thing
But
too
vote,
to keep in
vote has been
mind,
made, though.
that was also her trying to get Blue and Black involved.
Yes.
She wasn't doing it for
Yeah.
your benefit.
I know.
And now that you know that was an option on the
But-
table,
Involved anyways.
like, she had ulterior motives for what
Let's-
she wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, I know.
It's unlikely she's going to
Like-
risk anything in the north if it means just holding the status quo.
I think that.
Yeah, so if we don't take that
we-
mission, that strike force doesn't exist.
I think what we should do is see how much damage we can do in the south. They'll probably start
Yeah.
reconfiguring their forces based off of that. I don't think they'll be able to take the Blood Peak Mountain Pass in in 2 days, 3 days.
We take our mission in the south and then reevaluate from there.
Yeah.
Very well indeed.
Okay.
But now it's sleep time.
It is sleep time.
How late in the day is it?
Night.
It's nighttime.
Well, I mean,
It's
like,
sleep time.
well, it's nighttime
Oh.
at 4 p.m. here right now,
But
so
from 17
that's-
a.m.
So yeah.
Bedtime. Go to bed.
It's 5 p.m., my guy.
okay.
Your clock's off. You came from Eastern time zone. You're in
Oh.
Central now.
Well, no, I've been in Central the whole time. I was never in Eastern.
Were you actually? Oh, Florida
Yes,
is
you-
Eastern.
Pensacola
full-
is straight
Florida's-
into south from here.
Florida's Eastern.
Yes, but the Panhandle
Support the
isn't.
Panhandle.
We were on the
Yeah.
Bama border. We were like literally 10 minutes from the
Oh,
Bama
so you were
border.
the part of Florida. Florida doesn't even consider Florida. Got it.
Exactly.
I understand.
No,
West side.
but yeah,
Okay.
no. I mean, it's been dark for about like half an hour to an hour
You're
though.
right, you're right.
It's
Alright,
like
back on
9 p.m.
Or-
Yes, back.
In game.
Bed
Yes.
times.
It's
Go
time
sleep
to
before
honk
night.
shoe max for a little bit.
Eventually,
Down
you
to
guys
sleep.
find the time to kick over the fire and head back into the keep.
Riley,
Yes.
did we ever describe all of the tapestries? Because
We
you only
haven't.
did half of them when we went before.
The
I don't remember which
tapestries?
ones, but they are all done now. I was about to get to
Ma'am?
that actually.
Yes.
So,
Good, good.
getting to each of the tapestries, I will describe what is before each of you. As you all find your way back into the keep, having kicked over the fire and finding yourselves in your personal rooms, some on the second floor, some on the first, Illic and yours with a special door so that you don't have to duck underneath. You find the following. Spot. Your
Me.
room is unique as there is no bed at all. It's probably the smallest of each of the main rooms that have been gifted to Blue on Black, but it seems as though it's one of the most efficient, as you still have a table and a chair as in case you wanted to make anything, but more importantly a tapestry that adorns the back wall. You can see what looks like a warforged body, a small pink gemstone in the center, the glowing pink eyes of your old form, and the silhouettes of two different forms in the background, hidden amongst the chaotic elements of lightning and shadow and fire and a sheep. The different
Sheep,
chaotic
sheep, sheep.
elements
Alright.
of your magic, adorning the tapestry of itself in your room. Goran,
Nice.
in your room,
Bullshit.
there is above your bed, with much lighter texture, though the dark that matches the not total interiors of Tyrrhenian, but one that seems to be kind of a pale imitation of the Tyrrhenian like staple design, and more importantly, a tapestry that seems as though it's split in two. Your elven self staring outwards towards the night sky, no full moon, but a crescent one, and below, in the light, a mirrored moon, but your reflection that of a great werewolf. Silver in fur, just as your hair. In Kadrith's room, you see the vestige of what almost looks like a mix between what like colors of like the purplish dark hues of the astral sea and even the lighter tans of the Colosseum you were found in. In your room, there is a tapestry as well that lies just above like your bed, but not the head of it. A soldier. One that's, in this moment, not adorned in armor. Before him, different weapons and armor set aside. A very solemn, stern look of determination on his face. A silhouette of Gith. You see in the background there is the brighter skies on one side of the Eastern Empire's natural sunlight, and on the other, the clouds and mists of the astral sea. Illican, you see in your tapestry, the largest among all, as you are yourself, though fitting for you. You see yourself in full. Your armor adorned across your body, the sigils in each of your hands, one of the warped imitation of Waylon, and the other of your current two deities. Though above, you see two silhouettes, both in the shape of the moon, one full, one crescent, and amongst all of them, the stars and the void.
Oh.
Starry.
Can I have 50 copies?
The tapestry in your room hangs just beside the door. As you enter, you look upon a smiling wizard with what feels as though a ominous presence in the background of the tapestry. A burden you carry with you. Clad in your breastplate and armor, the long blonde hair and the blue tips, as they were when this piece was commissioned. In one hand, a book, in the other, the spells. In the shadows, you see something in the background. Though it's not a shadow that you immediately recognize, you can see it's that of a silhouette, your own image, an illusion in the night. Jack Steele. Yours?
Jack, before you even get to that, Jack is like, somebody is leading Jack to his own room, and he's like, the fuck? I've got a room?
Jack, you pass by Zalin's room, and thus I'll give you his description as well. You see in his room, one of the smaller ones, not as small as Spot's and near the size of yours, but you see in that room there is what looks like a lot of reds and filigree that kind of adorn the walls that match that of his home. And in his tapestry you see a couple of things. You see himself portrayed as the centerpiece of the silhouette, a sword in one hand, burning flames in the other. Behind him on his left, the visage of his sister. On his right, that of his brother. Both cautious and wary. And in the background, a home. Lit ablaze, but not in solemn memory. In stern remembrance. of where he came from. A name forged in fire. As flames curl around the, not live flames, but the image of flames that curl around the edge of the tapestry, falling around even the flames around his body. Fire almost engulfs the entire thing.
Are any of these flames blue?
The ones in his hand.
Okay. I was gonna say, if they weren't, I knew he'd be upset.
The ones in his hand are blue. As well as the ones around him actually would have been blue too.
Okay.
You see, Jack, as you are led to your room, you see what looks like another two-stage tapestry. The left of your home and the right where you came from, the sea. You can see in your hand you possess your battle axe. Across one shoulder, though still in appearance that you can see what it's made of, and in the other that strange arcane force that you've wielded from before. Your candy red hair kind of flowing backwards, but not hidden past the massive hat you have on your person in the image. You can see what looks like, if you were to look at the left side of the tapestry, Jack Steele is standing on a ship sailing across the sea, and in the right side, he stands in the wastes. He's a soldier in one, and an explorer in the other, all embodied in one man. Caroline, you pass by as you witness Arya's tapestry. You can see that she's not in her room right now. She's currently just down the hall, and we'll get to that in a second. But in her room, you can see she has what looks like a massive tree in the background as she lays in the grass in her tapestry. Not lays, but sits. The curtails of her dress kind of rest casually on the ground, and before her, in each of the corners of the tapestry, are the four elements that she wields. Even parts of her body are subtly changed. A fingertip engulfed in flame on the right, part of her arm encased in stone. You see that the winds kind of effortlessly flow around her fingertips on the left, and water even takes over the entire shoulder of the tapestry on the left as well. Her face seems as though it's not there, but still, without a face present in this abstract tapestry, you can see that there's still that expression of mastery. That sense of belonging amongst the nature and the elements. As you make your way to your room, you can see what looks like a story being told. You see, amongst the background in the dark, underneath, 5 silhouettes. Your father, your mother, your 3 siblings. Above them, you see the story of Blackstone. A bard with a lyre, and a city saved next to a statue. As it rises up, you can see it turns that of a phoenix. The fiery bits kind of petering off to the side, but not engulfing the entire tapestry. And above that, the largest piece of the background, you see what looks like an open, clear blue sky with what looks like hints of stars in the background. Story yet told, an adventure awaiting. And before it, a woman in her beautiful gown, armor adorned just underneath this gorgeous dress, a dagger in each hand, though one of different style on each side. As you wander around Before you step into your room, you see Arya. She looks upon Astaroth's room. Empty. Inside, you can see the remnants of the Eastern Empire where she grew up. You see on the tapestry, she sees in the tapestry parts that look like her hand kind of shifts out of what's a normal hand, but not beyond the red skin that she holds to herself. The heavy clad armor, the warhammer standing at her side, a stern face, an expression of loyalty. The tiefling visage of Astaroth. The tapestry was finished, but Astaroth is gone.
Leave a note in the room that says, "Give me the fucking shield." No.
I think with that, I'll end the session there. As you'll find yourselves in your rooms. Arya eventually
Pretty.
makes her way to her own. And she sees a plant there with a beautiful little pot that seems like it was self-decorated. Like broken. But in the seams, a gilded metal that kind of fills in the cracks. A note that she shares with no one. And you all find yourselves asleep for the night's rest. In a place you can finally call home.
For now.
For now.
As long as we don't fuck this war up.
This has been
Well, we're about to.
a wonderful campaign. I'm so glad to embark on this journey with all of you. Even those who aren't here, I hope to see them soon. And I'll just say that I am so grateful every time I get to come on here and hang out with you guys. Because even with how little I have prepared sometimes, and the story we've built together, it feels fucking amazing.
Feels fucking real.
And that, everyone, is how we say goodbye. Campaign over. Bye.
It's not campaign over, fucker, but we will
Penis.
not be meeting for the rest of the year. So I want to say that I need all of you to enjoy yourselves the rest of this year, despite the bullshit going on politically, especially those of us in America.
Wow,
Enjoy your
Riley.
family.
You're
Yes,
insulting
being
into
in
everything.
America.
I hate it too. Enjoy your
Lame.
families. Enjoy each other's company. I love you all so fucking much. And thank you
Please
for
stay
continuing to do this shit with me for the rest of the campaign and then on out. It's been a hell of a trip, and I'm so glad we took this journey together. Thank you.
Well, if this is the end of session, Talia, I'm gonna need some help with notes in a minute because I had things I needed to remember.
We'll go
that's-
ahead
yeah.
and end it there then. Good
Penis.
night, everyone, and thanks for hanging out with us as well.
Penis.
Penis.
It's been a pleasure.
Merry Penismas.
We'll see you guys next year. Bye.
Bye.
Ah.
The